Punching Up, a Nintendo podcast, is brought to you by you. If you want to learn how to support our show, go to patreon.com/laststandmedia. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 83 of Punching Up Last Stand Media's weekly Nintendo podcast. I'm your host, as always, Brad Ellison. Joining me, my two lovely co-hosts, of course. First, we're going to start with Mr. Gene Park because he has a great shirt on right now of Donkey Kong. I like it. Gene, how are you?
Goddamn right. Yeah, doing pretty good. I'm actually still in a daze because I just got my invite and access to that new Sora 2 app.
Mm-hmm.
And I can feel the brain rot already setting in. Like I could feel like the funny thing is that when you're scrolling, Sora will occasionally ask you, how does the feed make you feel?
Yeah.
And I'm always putting thumbs down because I'm always like, it's progressively getting worse, actually. And I'm not saying that it's not cool. You know, it is pretty cool. It's scary, but it's also like a lot of garbage on there, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's just nonsense videos. So Justine, the famous YouTuber who's been around for
Long time.
centuries now at this point, right?
Yeah. She's an elder being.
Yeah,
she's old.
Yeah, she's like a Lovecraftian being at this point, you know? Which is funny because Justine is one of the creators that you can just use willy-nilly to create.
My God, that's crazy.
Anything. So there's Jake Paul, there's Ricky Burwitz, the guy in the wheelchair.
Okay.
Who loves to shitpost. Funny guy.
Yeah. Yes.
And Justine. It's just and XQC. Like those are the four like creators that you can like use like to whatever. And then you could just look at Justine's videos where she's tagged in, and like I saw one where the description was Justine, but she's turning into a whale and she's screaming painfully the entire time. And then you watch the video, and it's exactly what it is, where she's just in her living room and she just starts screaming, and her clothes start tearing, and you can see the scales or whatever of the whale underneath, and she just becomes a whale on the floor. Like she's screaming in terror the whole time, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
This is getting too crazy.
Podcast.
No, I mean, yeah. This is getting crazy. I was telling Gene I can't wait for politicians to start using this because it's going to be all over.
Oh my God, dude.
And it's just going to get better as well, the tech and everything. So buckle up, everybody. We're in for a wild ride, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. But I do love seeing funny shit, though, so occasionally. Like, Micah, you're saying the cat wearing the Burger King crown.
Yeah, I got tricked because it was so cute. It was this big fat cat wearing a Burger King crown. No. And then I see in the corner it said Sora. And I was like, wait a minute. They got me. Colin, though, showed me one. It was SpongeBob getting pulled over by the police, and that was really funny. Like some of these are just hysterical.
Yeah, it's getting wild. That's for sure.
The reason why I kind of wanted to pay attention to it is because my friend Alexis Ohanian, who is Selena Williams' husband and also the founder of Reddit, seems to love Sora. And he was actually comparing it to the old meme I Can Have Cheeseburger, where you can just like do your own spin. So instead of like the cat in a Burger King hat, you can just put my cat in a Burger King hat, or your dog, in a Burger King hat. So, that comparison kind of got me, and it's like, okay, I got to check it out. So I'm checking it out, and it's weird, and I don't know. It's already getting kind of boring. There's not a lot of stuff. They took out a lot of the copyright stuff,
Mm-hmm. So, bummer.
Yeah, so you can't do like you can't make Brokeback Mountain, but with John Marston or whatever. Instead, like it will just block you. So I've been trying to like make a bunch of videos, and it just keeps blocking me the whole time because I can't even. I try to generate a video where I'm giving a political speech in front of thousands of people. This is the description. But the only thing I'm saying is Bloodborne will never be remastered. And the Sora blocks me. They say you can't say a third party or a different company's name. I'm just like, what? I'm not even like evoking. I'm not even making a Bloodborne copy. I'm just saying Bloodborne.
Yeah.
So the restrictions are pretty tough.
Yeah.
Which makes it safer, but also less fun.
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
No, I get it. Yeah.
You don't want, I don't know, you don't want to see Ronald McDonald committing heinous crimes.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't want this.
Well, that was one of the videos that was going viral on Sora. Was there were multiple police car chase videos of Ronald McDonald going down the freeway and being chased by like a fleet of police cars.
Oh my god!
Time. I still see a lot of like Minecraft and Pikachu videos still floating around too, and those are supposed to be blocked. And I was also able to generate an Evangelion, which is crazy. So it's still, the guardrails aren't perfect, but they're there.
Yeah,
and they'll get tougher, I'm sure.
Wait, it's just the beginning. It's gonna get crazy.
Just the beginning. It's just day
saddle
4
up.
or day 5 with this crap, you know. So
yep, saddle up, everybody. We're in for a long bumpy ride.
Oh, dude, yeah. Colin showed me a really funny one. It's George Washington as a WWE wrestler. And they're like, the founding father. And then like you hear like the next theme song and it's Abraham Lincoln comes out and he's the emancipator. And they're like, it's Abraham Lincoln. It was fantastic.
That's really funny.
I could watch 20 of those.
The only ones I've seen a lot is the Stephen Hawking ones and like the half pipe.
Oh my god, diving into the pool.
And shit, yeah.
They're like, he's approaching the end of the dive.
It's crazy.
They're like so graceful. Oh yeah, him
so
on the
graceful.
Maury set was my favorite one.
I didn't
like,
see
Steven,
that.
you are not the father.
Oh man, that's so funny.
Yeah, so I thought like, oh, you can just generate dead celebrities. Okay, so I was like, let me and Kurt Cobain play a battle royale type video game in the garage, you know, and it would not let me do that. So I don't honestly understand what the guardrails are or not, but there are guardrails.
There's guardrails for now. Micah, how are you, by the way?
I'm doing well. I'm doing quite well, Bradley. Gene, you reminded me of something I've been doing lately. When you said like it asks you how you're feeling about the app. Whenever I go on YouTube and it gives you one of those surveys instead of an ad, and it's like, have you ever heard of these brands? And it'll be like Nike, Adidas. I always hit no. Like it'll be like, have you ever heard of these brands? And it's like Neutrogena, Vino, and I always hit no. Every time. Or when it's like, would you consider buying one of these? I hit no. I'm like, I'm not helping you.
Yeah.
So.
No thanks.
That's that if anything, that ensures that you just get more Nike and Adidas ads, which is fine. You know, that's
fine.
better.
I like those.
It's better than getting political ads or ads of like garbage stuff that you're never gonna buy anyways. You know.
True. Oh, dude, like the luxury tuna. I keep getting those luxury tuna fish ads, and I fucking hate tuna fish, but I get all those ads. I get the knife ads. Oh my god, yeah, it's these ads for this high-end canned tuna. And I think it's because as I started Googling more fitness stuff, because it definitely thinks I'm a man. I started getting all the like porn addiction ads, and I'm like, oh. And it's literally some dude who's like, I've been addicted to pornography since I was 5 years old. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just here to watch a Game Grumps video, all right? And I'm getting bombarded with this.
That's the Game Grumps audience, dude.
Yeah, are you sure that's not Colin's searches the leaking? Wait, first of all, you guys don't have YouTube Premium? I'm sure we talked about
he
this.
does. No, he does. I don't.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you guys don't share the account. Yeah.
I generally don't mind because, like, that luxury tuna, I watched that whole ad. I don't even like tuna, but I was like, this is absurd. Like, this is supposed to be affordable food, and I'm just like, this is amazing. And I get these really cool knife ads, and those are pretty sweet. It's some big buff guy who's like, this is the best knife you can buy. And I'm like, it looks pretty sweet. They really, the anti-porn ads are the ones where I'm like, too far, Google. Too far. Yeah. I'm not your target audience. Definitely not
Micah, let her enjoy her porn in peace. All right, guys.
Oh my god.
All right. Hey, if you want to support us in this show and all of our shows, go to patreon.com/lastdaymedia. You can get early ad-free access to all of our shows and some exclusives like Sacred Symbols Plus, which Gene and I and Dustin will be doing a Silent Hill F spoiler cast. I think we're recording that tomorrow, so look forward to that in the future. Should be fun. If you want some merch, go to lastdaymedia.store. We got pre-orders up now, right, Micah, for the sacred sweater shirt, the holiday sweater shirt or whatever. What are you labeling it as? What's the official term, the name for it?
We're calling it a holiday sweater. It is a crew neck sweatshirt with the printed design. And props to Dustin. This was his idea. So I want to give full credit. Dustin wanted to do a holiday sweater type thing. And our designer, excellent. He has done our previous like event merch. So if you own one of our Last Stand Live shirts or posters, the same wonderful person designed these. And so it's just, I'm really proud of Dustin because it was something that we were slightly skeptical of, only because I couldn't envision what it would look like. You know, I'm not like an artist in that way. So I was like, yeah, holiday sweater could be cool. But then I was like, I don't know how approachable it's going to be. I don't know if the average listener is going to like it. And then, you know, we get the design back and it's like, oh, dude, this fucking rules. Okay. So props to Dustin for pursuing that idea because I love the design. I think it's fantastic. And yeah, so far the response has been great. So
yeah,
like we originally, you know, with every pre-order, part of the reason we do a pre-order is because if we're nervous isn't the right word, but if we're a little apprehensive that the design will sell well enough, we do a pre-order and gauge interest. And so far, we've never had to cancel a pre-order, but it's like we need to sell enough of them to hit the minimum order essentially, or close to it, so we don't have a ton extra. We've already cleared what my minimum was, so there's no danger of this being canceled. We've already kind of like fully funded the project, you could say. And now we're just going to leave those pre-sales open until the 18th. So plenty of time for people to check that out. And if you want to get one, we'll be shipping them at the end of November.
Okay. Micah, how come we still don't have any Punching Up merch? Is it because no one will buy it? Let's be real here. Give us the whole cold hard truth.
One. So the last time we did like a serious inquiry to the audience, I did literally tally up the comments of people saying, yes, I'd buy one. And we had about 30.
Goddamn.
And to just be real with the audience, our minimum buy is 150 shirts.
Yeah.
For other merchandise, we can buy fewer. Like if we were like a beanie, we can buy 100, for example. But for shirts, the minimum print is 150.
Okay.
So unfortunately, with
what if we did underwear?
Enough.
What if we did underwear for Punching Up? That's a little more perverted, so it might be in our wheelhouse.
It might. The listeners might, really enjoy that. That's an idea.
Okay.
That's definitely an idea.
Okay.
Worn by Colin.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
A non-Nintendo fan? Unacceptable, though.
Oh,
the
yeah,
logistics
that's true.
of that.
That's true. Yeah.
We should get a graduation cap that has a Nintendo logo on it for Colin.
There you go.
I think the pennant that we make does have the Punching Up logo on it. I gotta double check. I'm just double checking because I can't remember when the pennant came out. If Punching Up,
I see the magnet pack.
Oh yeah, so the pennant does have our logo on it. So
okay,
that's probably the only thing, and the stickers that have our little Punching Up logo.
Yeah,
but
that's
unfortunately,
it.
we just don't have enough for the shirt.
Fuck, dude. Okay, well, yeah, the Duke's
Maybe
got
someday.
2 shirts. Summon Sun's got 1 shirt. Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah,
Knockback
T-shirt. Got the shirt. Yeah, we did the Health is Wealth shirt.
Constellation
for the
shirt
Dukes.
too.
The Constellation's got
2
shirt,
dead
yeah.
shows shirt. Good shit.
I mean, Summon Sign is a pretty cool shirt to have. Just the name itself is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that shirt. I have one. It's a nice shirt. But yeah, I like the blue sacred shirt we have. It's sold out right now, but the Stealth Sacred Symbols tee.
Yeah,
it's a good shirt.
And I just received word from our printer that we will be receiving the new Stealth Sacred shirts soon. So I have to check in with Dustin, our timeline for listing those, but that's going to be restocked soon in the new color that we teased. So get ready, everybody, for that.
The Summon Sign shirt is expensive. It's $2 more. The Duke Sacred vs. Duke t-shirt, it's $27 as well.
That is because so the original shirts when the store first opened were cheaper.
Okay.
And then the prices on the blank shirts went up. So we did have to increase prices when the Summon Sign shirt was printed versus the Defining Duke and Knockback shirts. Those were ordered before the price increase. So we left them,
Yeah. I was like, did I get that Xbox tax that people always complaining about? Anyways, yeah, if you want some merch, go on over there. Some good stuff.
And I've actually been thinking about getting because for some reason I was stoned last night.
What do you mean for some reason?
Well, not for some reason. Like every that happens every night. But I was high and I was thinking like, wait, Colin makes video games.
Yeah, yeah.
So I looked at reviews of Twin Breakers, and which is so funny. To way back in 2018, and I was like, wait, this game actually sounds pretty cool. It's a narrative driven block breaker game, starring Chris and Colin, and then Tribreakers stars Dustin. I was like, I think I might have to get a copy of those. My only debate is the fact that it is about sacred symbols, but I don't want it on PlayStation.
You want it on Steam?
I want it either on Steam or on Nintendo Switch, which feels like it makes more sense. You know, but so Colin likes to evoke Nintendo the spirit, but he's culturally appropriating Nintendo.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
let's cancel him.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he's such a cancelable person.
Cancel, it's cancel target.
It's cultural appropriation of Nintendo.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you, Colin?
Yeah.
Adapting that culture.
That's Brad, culture. You want to talk about cultural appropriation while you're dressed as a wizard right now?
I'm wearing a sweatshirt.
Bro, this is like, it's a dope ass sweatshirt, but I'm like, what kind of, this is like a big ass hood, like a wizardy cloak hood.
Oh, this one? Yeah, it's not that big.
It is not that big. It's
Brad, it looks dope. Okay, like let me be very clear that wizard fashion is like right up my alley, okay? Yeah. But like I was like, bro, dude, dressed like a wizard today. I'm all for that. It's forest green, like fucking Radagast green, the Brown.
Yeah, Radagast the Brown? Who wears brown? I'm Brad the Green.
Yeah, Brad the Green.
Yeah. Bradley the Green.
Bradagast.
Bradagast. That's a good one, yeah. Bradolph, yeah. Saruman's harder to do.
Bradumon.
Bradumon.
Work as well.
That's like a Digimon, it sounds like. All right. Let's get with the news. Actually, let's get in there. What's going on? First thing, Mina the Hollower has been delayed. This is Yacht Club Games. They put out a statement right here. This is from their website. This week, our team made a tough decision. We decided to delay Mina the Hollower. The entire crew has been working tirelessly day and night to finish development for release on October 31st, but we're just not quite there yet. This isn't a major delay. It's just a stretch of time to apply some final polish and balancing to make the game truly shine. With that said, we would like to apologize. Nevertheless, we will not waver on our commitment to quality. Our goal is to make sure our development team has the time and resources to deliver an incredible adventure, and we'll be giving you just that. That's no hollow promise. Very nice there. We do not want to announce another release date until it's submitted to platforms, so please hang tight as we reach the finish line. The game is so close to being done. We're playing it from start to finish every day in the final hours. This is what the crew is working on. So, okay, here's their little bullet points. Finalizing design, art and sound, overall game balancing, implementing localization, eating cheese, testing on all platforms. Thank you for understanding and patience. Sincerely, the Yacht Club Games crew. I saw this, Gene, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. No big deal. Polish it up.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we went. That game's been in. Well, I feel like Silksong and Mina the Hollower are both testaments to how difficult it is to make games, even quote unquote 2D games, which are arguably simpler, or you're definitely working on less planes of existence than 3D games.
Right.
But there's a lot of balancing going on. It's hard work. And Yacht Club has been working on this game for a very, very long time. And it looks like they're pretty much finished. They just need to top things off, and yeah, they're totally cool. I wasn't even expecting. Dude, there's so many games again.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about
it. They're like, Mina's not ready yet. I'm like, okay,
just choking on everything else that's already happened.
Yeah, okay, go for your tail, like no, that's.
Dude, yeah, Gene, you've been so busy. Ghost of Yote, Silent Hill F. Like, there are games coming out that you're just like, I flat out don't have time to try and do a proper review for this. You have to pick and choose right now what you're writing full reviews for.
Yeah, it's a crazy time, you know.
Yeah, especially when you're the only like games editor and stuff at Washington Post. That's a lot for one man to cover. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's too bad. I try to do like more indie stuff, but it gets hard.
Yeah, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
You know, you just
do you ever
what
do
feels
things,
right.
Gene, like at the end of the year, like instead of a full-on review for something more of a roundup?
I do end of the
like
year wrap-ups or whatever, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, you still get the coverage in there for them, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just one man.
Just one man.
You'd have to not sleep. You'd have to have your eyes taped open to get
and I try to add
these.
those in like my top 10 too. You know, like the story game 1,000 Times Resist. I just never reviewed, but I got to play it, last year, and I was like, oh, this is a great game. It's a top 10 easily.
Yeah. If you want an end of the year wrap up, make sure to tune into that summit sign we do for our game of the years. Everybody's last episode I think was 7 hours, so it's a long one.
That's right. Yeah,
we'll be doing it again this year.
I forgot that we were all split up, so that's why I was like, wait, when did we do that?
Yeah, that was during the holiday crunch.
That's right. That's right. The holiday crunches. I kind of black out. When
I think everyone does, so it's fine.
Yeah, when we start doing the holiday stuff, it's just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, this year I hate to say it, I'm sorry, Stelly stands. This year will be easier with the holiday crunch because Constellation is gone.
Right. Because Stelly was tough.
Dude, because it's like Dagan could only do Fridays or weekends. And to try and minimize having people use their weekends, then we had Chris hosting some of them, which was super fun. And he was an excellent host for
great.
Constellation.
Yeah, definitely great.
But it was like we were filming Constellation episodes on like Tuesdays and like Wednesdays to try and get the holiday stuff done. Dagan was still doing the regular release episodes every Friday. In terms of planning, it was madness. So... And I think that was when we were still doing 2 Sacred Plus episodes per week. So just in terms of like Dustin's availability, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah. I can't remember if I was doing Punching Up then.
You would have been, because Dustin's like planned, leave was for September. Right. So he had planned on that anyways. So yeah, you would have taken over by then.
Yeah, I don't remember when I officially took over. I don't know. It was this year, right? Wasn't it this year? I don't know. None of us know. None of us know. Was it last fall I officially took over permanently?
I have no idea.
I think we announced it this year, but I think internally we had decided that Dustin wasn't going to take the reins back at the end of last year.
Yeah,
but I think we maybe announced it this year.
It's all a blur. But yeah. I'm looking forward to that Game of the Year episode from all of us. I love that kind of shit. And hearing everyone's favorite games. It's really fun. Long episode too, so you can slow burn. Do some cardio at the gym, put that on. You're good to go for many sessions.
Dude, that's funny though, because I was talking to a fitness friend and he was showing me like his workout music, and it's like, like Dragon Ball Z theme songs and like, video game, like really like cool music. Yeah. And I'm like, and meanwhile, Colin, he'll be like, why don't you want to share the gym with me? And it's like, because you're listening to what's it called? The Sunday show, that political show. It's like, you're listening to the most dry fucking shit. And you want me to ride a bicycle to this? It's fucking torture. It's like, at least put on something funny.
At least make her laugh. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Something funny on.
My favorite thing is watching cooking shows when I'm in the gym.
That seems weird.
But they're funny cooking shows. Okay. So,
Okay.
But I enjoy it. It's whatever motivates you, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. If food motivates you to work out harder, good. You're like, I got to burn those calories so I can eat more. I get it. Quickly back to Mina the Hollower. I played this game like 3 years ago. They sent out like a demo. And back then I was like, oh, this game's great. It's good already.
Where did you play it?
Like 3 years ago. I was at Easy Ally still when I played it. Oh, they sent it like a code on Steam.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Yeah, awesome.
But I was like, yeah, this game's good so far already. So I have no worries about that game. And I know me and Gene are big fans of especially the old school Zelda, Game Boy Color, which is really inspiring it. Micah, are you going to check it out? You're a Zelda fan now.
Yeah. It's
inspired by the Game Boy Color Zelda games and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't plan on it.
All right.
I do like the Zeldas now, but I will say I
You
much
said that like
prefer...
Bill Cosby. I do like the Zeldas now.
I do like Zelda. He's got the link and the cheese. No,
Yeah.
so
Bill Cosby.
like my favorite Zelda that I've played so far might be that Link's Awakening remake.
Oh, okay.
I really enjoy
More than Echoes.
those. Maybe
You
not.
love
Maybe
Echoes
Echoes
more.
is still the top.
Okay.
You know, like they're like neck and neck. They're two horses racing, and one of them
Sure.
is like a nose by a nose. But I do like that style better in terms of feeling like I'm really enjoying the world and having more fun exploring it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I find it more approachable.
Okay.
And I will. So here's the thing. I'm not saying no to Mina the Hollower. I am going to wait and see about difficulty, for example.
Oh, sure.
I want to hear feedback from average bears like me on if it's like going to be a crazy difficult game or not. Because I think it looks really cool. But I just want to hear more. Like it's not something I'd pre-order because I'm feeling unsure.
Well, Colin will be playing it so you can watch him and see if it looks interesting to you.
That too, right? So that because sometimes he sells me on things just by me watching, and I'm like, I gotta play this. All right, you got me. And other times I say, oh, I'm really glad I didn't order that because it's a cool game, but it's not something I want to play.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'll be playing that as soon as it comes out. But take your time, Yakuza Games. I'm in no rush. We got plenty of stuff to play, so yeah, go on, take your time cooking. We're almost there anyways. All right. Today we got a new Nintendo short. I don't know if you guys watched this or saw this yet. I posted it so you guys can watch it. It's like a couple minutes long, but it is titled Close to You, and it revolves around a baby, mostly, chasing these floating objects that look like they're being carried by invisible... People are speculating Pikmin about this kind of stuff. Because of the music people are saying is from Pikmin 4. I don't know. I haven't played Pikmin since GameCube, really, so I'm going to miss all of this. But this reminds me when Nintendo announced, what was it? Their Nintendo Animations. They announced that, I think, like a year or two ago. I'm trying to remember. Maybe this is a project they are teasing for that. This could be a nice little opener for the Mario movie when it comes out, Mario Galaxy, like those little Pixar shorts. Maybe this is their own version of that kind of stuff, which would be great to me. But I did watch it this morning. I thought it was cute. Very fun. We were saying earlier before, a couple months ago, indoctrinating young children with Nintendo. So they're starting early. Very good, Nintendo. I know you guys are probably watching it right now a little bit, but what are you guys thinking about what you see so far? Micah, let's start with you. Oh, sorry. Gene, you're ready to go.
Go ahead, Micah.
Yeah, so, Micah, okay. No, I went to watch this earlier. And the sound was making Treble bark. So I turned the sound off. And then without the sound, it was just really weird watching
It's just
a
like
baby
piano music mostly. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. She was going nuts. And so I was like, okay.
She hates
like
piano.
That. It looks really great. The animation itself, super cute. I love like the kind of soft, fuzzy effect on things. Mm-hmm. Like the lighting, when you just pause it and just look, it's like, oh, this is a warm, sunny room. The little baby is cute, the way he's kind of toddling around. No, it's adorable. I did skim through it because I was like 4 minutes of baby walk around a room.
4 minutes of a baby?
But it's really cute, and it looks really well made to my eyes. Clearly not an artist. Maybe not the best judge of quality. It does remind me, though, of those Pixar shorts I used to love. There's the one... I think it was before A Bug's Life of the old man playing chess at the park.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic, dude.
Yeah, my sister and I, we'd rent, the movie, and we would just rewind it and just watch that.
Yeah, that is a classic, for sure.
So, this looks great.
Yeah. Gene, I don't know if you had a chance to fully watch it yet or anything like that, but what did you think of what you saw so far?
When I saw it, it reminded me of all those, like, cartoons that you would just pull up on YouTube for kids to watch.
Yeah. Sure.
So, which is funny because when I started watching this thing, I didn't finish it.
We're not the target audience, I don't think.
Certainly not.
Well, mostly because I was a little bored, and so I think my ADHD brain, my childlike brain, was like, "Let me go back to Sora and see more eggs being spilled out of the McDonald's driveway and into the street or whatever, and flooding the street with eggs or whatever." But I do think that the Pikmin theory is correct. the music mostly, but also the fact that the whole story is about this baby seeing invisible things, carrying things around. That's Pikmin. Pikmin are not invisible to the human eye. They're only invisible to something. I forget the lore.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because I don't know the lore really about Pikmin. So they're invisible to human eyes. But I'm trying to remember like the old Pikmin game. There's like no humans pretty much. At least the ones I played like Pikmin 1, so I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, it also definitely feels like Nintendo Pictures type of flex or whatever. Like, hey, check it out. Like we're really becoming that entertainment company now.
Yeah.
We don't need Amazon to. Well, it's funny to say that because they need Paramount
yes, they do.
Or Columbia Pictures to make the Mario movie.
And Sony
to make the Zelda movie. So it's bizarre for sure to just drop the clip out of nowhere, but that's Nintendo. They just do that.
You're right.
This is Nintendo. This is Miyamoto. They just felt like dropping that today, and today was the day, on Tuesday of all days.
I think Pikmin is a really good thing for this kind of stuff. First of all, Miyamoto, we know, loves Pikmin, and he wants to push these Pikmin more. He wants Pikmin to be way bigger.
He put Pikmin all over the Super Nintendo world.
Yeah, exactly.
That was he saw Mario, he saw Donkey Kong, and he was like, "This place needs more Pikmin."
Yeah, let's put some Pikmin in there. And I think he said before, it's like Pikmin is the one franchise he feels like that can cross over really well with other Nintendo franchises.
Yes,
I want to say he said something like along those lines.
He told me that too in my interview.
Maybe it was that.
Which honestly, I was still thinking about it. I was like, dude, I still can't believe I met Miyamoto. That's crazy.
That's tight.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get Pikmin in the next Zelda game. Yeah. I would not hate that.
That'd be dope. Yeah,
I'd embrace
it. Koroks, right?
Yeah, I'd embrace it. Sure, a little Pikmin. It's Minish Cap.
Like, just thinking about Pikmin and like they're wacky and like they're cute. It's like Pikmin could be kind of like, oh, this is our minions. I don't mean they have to be that wacky.
Going banana. Yeah, you don't have to do that.
I love minions. Don't get me wrong.
Me too.
But it's like, no, there could absolutely be the Pikmin movie. First of all, too, Olimar is really cute. The thing about the Pikmin universe is just that because the people are so tiny as well, it's like they're all so cute in his little spaceship. It's like I also have, since I was a kid, been enchanted with the idea of miniatures. And so it's like for them that everything is huge, I like, it's fun.
Yeah, it's cute. I like it too, Micah.
So it's like, I feel like Pikmin could make a very good movie. And I feel like Pikmin as characters, especially because there's choices. Okay, the thing with minions, they're all yellow. All right. But with Pikmin, it's like, oh, dude, you could pick the red ones, the blue ones, the little rock guys. Ones.
The little rock
Pikmin. Rock ones, yes.
Yeah, those guys
exactly. You get the glow in the dark Pikmin. Like there's in terms of merchandising this, if Pikmin really took off, dude, you'd have kids buying all the plush, all the stuffed animals, everything.
The Ochis
it's like,
or whatever.
We just need it to really take off and be popular. And the games are great. The games are so solid and so fun. So I'd love to see Pikmin really take off and be more popular. And maybe a movie would be part of the way to do that.
Sure. Yeah, Pikmin's definitely a gap I got to fill in my Nintendo knowledge. It's like I said, I've only played the first one when it came out. So I missed out on
me too.
I think I played a little 2 actually, but 3 and 4 I haven't played at all.
I did not play 2. I played a little bit of 4, and I've been meaning to go back to 4. And also 1 and 2 and 3 as well. So,
Micah, which one would you recommend for people like us to come back to?
So my favorite is Pikmin 3. It's really, really solid. The Pikmin 1 and 2 ports on Switch are excellent. They're a bit shorter, so like you can get through both those games in a good amount of time. They're just a little clunkier. So, but I played them after 3 and I didn't feel like, oh, you can't go back to it. It was just like, oh, I can see the improvements, but it wasn't so bad that you'd say, I can't even play this because I've been spoiled by the new ones. It's not like that at all. But Pikmin 3 is my absolute favorite of the bunch. And I really liked Pikmin 4. I just never actually finished the final area because there's just a really annoying section that I just got fucking sick of doing. And that's part of why I'm like, Pikmin 4 is really solid until that point where I was like, bro, this is insane. Like who play tested this? But Pikmin 3 is my absolute favorite. And I'd say if you want to try one out, and I feel like it's a sure winner, it'd be 3.
Okay, 3. All right. There's no Switch 2 versions yet of any of those Pikmin games, right? I don't think they have that quite yet.
I have not seen that announced, so I don't think so.
Okay.
And they're also like, because the main thing in terms of the gameplay, you're primarily walking around directing your Pikmin to do various things. The main thing is that it's the number of Pikmin that are on screen at once. When you have your whole army of Pikmin with you, that's where all like your processing power is going. Just the fact that there's all these little independent beings, because you can just maneuver them however you see fit. Send 3 of them here and 5 of them here, and it's just the number of them on screen. But otherwise, there's not like a lot of fast moving stuff going on in those games. They're quite relaxing and chill games. The combat also is straightforward but very fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on to our next story right here. Nintendo continues to fight against Switch piracy. I'm going to read this story from My Nintendo News. Their title is Nintendo's requesting a $4,500,000 in damages from a Switch piracy Reddit mod. Now I'm going to read their story real quick. Nintendo comes down hard on anyone who infringes on the vast intellectual properties and software piracy. The Kyoto-based company has requested $4,500,000 in damages from a Reddit moderator who advocated and operated multiple piracy sites. The unnamed user was asked by Nintendo to cease and desist, but ignored warnings and the lawsuit, and therefore Nintendo is now looking to a court for damages. Oatmeal Dome has stated that it is not modded hardware who unwisely chose to defend themselves in court. Nintendo, man. You gotta be careful, man. When they come at you, I don't know how often we see stories like this. It seems like at least once a month we get someone getting fucking sued by Nintendo. Be very careful if you are pirating, especially in advertising piracy and stuff like that, like on websites. They'll get you, dude. So you gotta be extra careful. Gene, like I said, we see this happen all the time here. Nothing new, but what do you think about this story?
It's a little scary because I've been really getting into emulation. If you haven't,
yes, I think if you're doing older stuff, probably Gene, it's not as dramatic, and you're not like running sites. You know what I mean? Helping people.
I'm definitely not running
stuff.
a site. I'm relying on the sites, and I'm also downloading games that I already own, like fucking Silent Hill 1.
Right.
You know, which is basically abandonware by now at this point, anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
Bujingai, the Forgotten City. I don't think the Bujingai company is going to care about,
you're
about
probably
me
fine.
playing Bujingai on my Steam Deck. You know.
No, yeah. I mean, Nintendo's like the only company I think that would take someone to court, and that's kind of what usually happens mostly about this kind of stuff. But like with what you're doing, it sounds like, I don't know, probably not, dude. You're not running multiple sites. I don't know if this person was making money off some of this stuff or whatnot.
Yeah,
but I think you're probably okay, Gene. Until you're not. Until you're blacklisted from Nintendo, so buckle up.
The cease and desist letter was sent.
Yes,
right, it's
it
like
was,
when Comcast,
and ignored.
If you've ever, torrented a bunch of stuff and Comcast sent a letter to your house to say stop doing that, and your mom's like, what the hell's this? And you're like, oh shit, all right. It's up to you to take it seriously or not. We used to have to deliver those at UMass IT when I worked there. Because the thing is, they would be sent to us, and they would like have enough details that we would like figure out the user and tell them like they know your IP, they know you've been downloading stuff. If they continue to pursue this, it is up to you. And we are not responsible for this, but it's like we would have to deliver those messages, and the kids would like freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
So no, Gene, they wouldn't hit you with a lawsuit as the first step. The first thing they'd be like is stop doing that.
Yeah, the Bujingai Gact sends me an email saying, hey man, stop playing my game.
I can't wait for him to
I bought your game back in 2006 or whatever.
Yeah, I can't give you money for it now.
Yeah, keep making it. I'll buy it.
Exactly.
Silent Hill. I buy the original trilogy immediately, day one. No waste. I would buy it on PlayStation and Nintendo. And not Xbox, because Xbox is dead.
Damn.
I've seen some comments were like, wow, why does Gene keep making fun of Xbox? And it's like, how can I not make fun of Xbox when every week there's something to make fun of them for?
Yeah, I know. They're having a hard time. They are
I'm
having
so
a rough
sad,
time.
dog. Like,
yeah, I know, Micah. We're gonna talk about Xbox later, so we can
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll save that for later.
Yeah, dude.
Micah will
I gotta vent.
Yeah, she's gotta let it out. So yeah, we get that. But yeah, if you're pirating Nintendo stuff and they send you a cease and desist, you probably should cease and desist on that, just in case. You know, you don't want to get sued for
$4.5 million, bro.
Yeah.
Like, is it really that worth it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Were you making more than $4.5 million for pirating Nintendo games? That's crazy. If you
probably not, but yeah.
Honestly, dude, it's like, I don't know. The thought of getting a cease and desist letter from Nintendo makes my stomach hurt. And it's like, I just can't fathom just ignoring it and continuing operations, or like, I don't know, man, form a new website, make new accounts, try and make it look like it's someone else doing it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just can't fathom ignoring that. Whether you think, I'm not like, the argument of whether or not what they're doing is allowed, whether or not they're in the right, completely set that aside. The moment Nintendo contacts me with any sort of lawyerly action, I'd probably shit myself.
Yeah, it's like the government. I'm like, I'm not fucking with that. My taxes, I ain't fucking with that.
Exactly. It's like they're telling me I owe an extra $500. No questions asked, here you go. Okay, because I don't fucking. I'm too scared to even think about dealing with that.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you say, Mr. Taxman.
Yeah, Nintendo has as much power as the government, so be careful. It's like, it feels like getting one of those feels like probably Miyamoto pointing a gun at you. It's just like, whoa. All right, sorry, dude. Chill, Miyamoto. Put the gun down. That's what it feels like. All right, guys, let's talk about what we're playing. Micah, let's start with you. What have you been playing?
I mean, first of all, I gotta say, Miyamoto with a gun, kind of hot. It sounds kind of hot, but we're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that alone. So I did.
I don't know why. I don't know why I knew Micah was gonna think that too. I think I'm actually like locking into what Micah's preferences are finally.
Yeah.
You picture Miyamoto with a gun to your head and just tell me that's not a little bit like, Miyamoto-san, what are you doing? I don't know. I don't know. But so I finished Borderlands 4 and
finished it. Wow.
I did. I mainlined, the main story. I really am kind of bummed out that I wasn't more into it, because I do love the previous games.
Interesting.
But with my criticisms from the previous week still held as I approached the end of the game. When I needed to level up a little bit, I would try and do a couple side missions, and I just hated them. I really just hated them. And I don't typically feel that way in a lot of these games I play, where I'm like, oh yeah, the side missions are super enjoyable and fun. And I just wasn't feeling it in Borderlands 4. And I was having the gameplay itself exceptional. And I was having a great time, and the constant loot, very motivating and fun. And I did like the overall story. This was a much stronger main story than Borderlands 3. Great villains. I really enjoyed it. But the side content, I had zero interest in. And there's so much on the map. But when I play something like The Witcher 3, and I'm like, man, I want to do all the monster contracts, and I want to do all the monster nests, and I want to go meet everybody and talk. I want to play Gwent with every fucking person I find. And I did not feel that at all in this game. I had no interest in talking to the people or exploring further. I enjoyed the main quests and had fun with it, but it makes me seriously pause and say, would I buy the next one? When, like, Borderlands has always been a day one purchase for me. Except for Tales from the Borderlands. I fucking hate that game. But I really am thinking right now, like, would I even buy the next one? Because I don't know. I liked it, but I didn't love it. So it's disappointing just because it's a franchise I adore and I still really enjoy the previous games. But this is the first time that I really am, not the first time, Borderlands 3 was. This is the second time now that I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But so we moved on from that. And now we're on to Final Fantasy Tactics. And it's been very fun. I will say it's initially had a little bit of a, oh no, because there's a lot of grinding involved. However, it's just how the game is structured. And I like the game enough to put up with it. Everybody knows I just hate grinding levels. And the biggest problem here is that there will be times when you're sort of stuck where you can go. So like, to not spoil anything, but there are times when it's like, I can't go forward because that's where the big battle is. So I can only go in one direction, and there's only one grinding spot here. And that's where I'm stuck right now, is I only have one stage I can grind levels on. I've been grinding levels for 2 hours in real life, and I'm still not leveled up far enough because the difficulty spikes are annoying.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think the story stuff doesn't scale with your level, but like the story random encounters do.
Yes, which is helpful because you grind faster. That's extremely helpful. And so, but it's like, I'm doing the main story, and I go to one mission, I go to the next one, and the enemies are leveled up 3 to 4 levels just from the last one. So you really just can't do it because you will just get one shot killed. You can't keep up with healing. You just can't. I can't. So I say, all right, I gotta go level up a bit. And you don't have to fully level up. You can get by being 1 or 2 levels under if you're really like play careful. But it still frustrates me, just the constant like difficulty spikes, because I'll do a couple missions in a row, and then the next one is like, these guys are 5 levels higher than me.
Yeah.
And I simply have to spend time leveling up. And it's just the boredom of, in my specific stage I'm at right now, there's literally only one spot I can grind levels. And I'm just replaying the same map 20 fucking times now. I wouldn't mind it so much if I could play 3 different maps, you know? But it's like, dude, I've seen this same fucking ridge 16 times. Like, it's driving me nuts. But I love the story so far. The story is exceptional. This version has voice acting. It's really good. It's really good so far. And I love the visuals. I like everything about the job system and the way you can mix and match various job abilities. I like that you can learn abilities from other jobs without actually switching to that job. And then you just, equip everything. I enjoy managing the character, screens and all that. Everything about this game is really well made, and I'm enjoying it. The grinding levels, though, is just like, oh, why? Why does it have to be this way?
There's a part in the original Micah where there was like a notoriously tough boss fight, and it used to be if you would like save before it, you could not grind or anything. You'd be stuck there. I believe they changed it though, but it was like a notorious part. If you guys have played the original, you might know, but I think they've made a little more friendly adjustments. Like there's difficulties now compared to the original, which didn't have any from what I remember.
Yeah, and I'm playing on normal, and I don't want to bump it down because I do want to. It's like, I don't mind grinding some of the levels, If I get to a point, though, where it's like, I'm sick of this, I'm going to bump it down to easy, but we're not there yet. We're not even close to being there yet. I will say that's what happened with Fell Seal. I really liked the story in Fell Seal Arbiter's Mark. However, when I did bump it down to easy, the game's still really hard. Like that's a game, in my opinion, that's a game that on normal feels more like hard. And then when you bump it down to easy, I was still getting one shot killed by things. And I was like, I'm only 2 levels below you. What the fuck? So that's a game I might return to at some point to finish it. But it's like, bro, even on easy mode, this game's fucking hard. So, but yeah, I like Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't want to be down on it.
No, I get it.
I just wish you didn't have to grind so many levels, but I do like it a lot, and I'm loving the story. The story. It's definitely keeping me intrigued.
What jobs have you been using, or like which ones have you enjoyed the most as well?
So, like, my primary party, of like my little 5 dudes, I have 3 knights, a black mage, and an archer. And that's what I've been
You have
using
no healer? No
primarily.
heals or anything like that?
Oh, the black mage is the healer. She has the white magic as her secondary.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and then everybody has the items ability. I put items on everybody except the archer, just because she's always kind of dicking off doing her own thing. So everyone has the items ability and can use the potions and whatnot on each other and Phoenix down. And then I got, the black mage is the healer. And so, that's been my primary is kind of, I like knights,
Sure, yeah.
I like knights. I like hitting things with swords. People talk about sword slop. I like hitting people with sticks.
Swords are cool, man.
I'd bash the shit out of somebody if I could.
Yeah,
don't use that against me legally.
All my favorite games have swords in it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Dude, exactly. Fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance, fucking stabbing the shit out of people. Witcher, stabbing the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez, stabbing the shit out of people.
Do you have the throw skill from the chemist?
I don't think so.
So you can throw items to people? It's a super good one, too.
Maybe
Maybe consider getting that. At least early on.
No, I could work towards that. For the most part, whenever I play like tactical games, I keep my guys pretty close together. We're buddy systeming for sure. Like I never send one dude out by himself. We're always buddy systems. So like if one guy gets down, there's always usually someone a couple squares away at most. So, but I'll look into that one for sure.
Okay. So you haven't gotten to like the more advanced jobs, I guess, later on. I remember really liking Dragoon. I mean, I always like Dragoon, so maybe that's why.
I know, like, when I'm looking at the little job chart, for the most part, like, what I've unlocked, I saw that, like, is it a spoiler if I say, like, I saw that Thief is there?
No, that's not. No.
Okay.
It's
All
fine.
All right. I saw, like, Thief.
It's fine.
Yeah.
How do you know? People, they're going to start crying and throwing their tampons at us.
Well,
but anyways.
Cry all they want.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, like, I saw Thief and, like, Time Mage. And like in like the second row,
but
I don't have
Time Mage.
And I don't have all the second row unlocked yet, and the third row I think is still totally dark. But because as soon as the black mage was available, I'm like, fuck yeah, because I love magic users.
Of course.
Those are always my favorites. Yeah.
If you think about Final Fantasy jobs, it's probably in tactics, probably. So you kind of know what you're getting in a lot of ways. But
well, actually, dude, have I ever finished a Final Fantasy game?
Oh, yeah, maybe it's your first one. Wow, okay.
Because I played 15, but we all know what happened with 15. I didn't like it. Nobody did.
15's a wild. I love 15, but that's a wild one to start with. Sure.
That was my very first Final Fantasy game. I did not finish it. I guess I've never played another one.
Wow. It was the Final Fantasy for first timers, remember, Brad?
I do remember that, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, are you sure? Okay. Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
You're coming on a little too strong here, man. You know, like
they spent so much money developing that game.
Oh my god.
They had to do everything they could.
Final Fantasy is so desperate to I will always think about the Final Fantasy 16 commercial that they made with PlayStation, where they have NCAA women's basketball star Angel Reese and like Olympians or whatever, and like race car drivers from Italy saying, "Oh, I love Final Fantasy 16. This is my first time. This is my first time playing it. You can play it too for the first time."
That's every Final Fantasy now.
Games.
A great entry point.
Yeah,
I guess people get confused still about the numbers and all that kind of stuff.
I really do think, because people are always saying, "Oh, you don't understand the anthology." I don't think you understand how many people are still confused by it. Actually.
Yeah, it's still a problem.
Square Enix obviously has the data research to realize people are buying Final Fantasy because they feel like you need to play the first 15 to understand it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. I mean, I love the numbers and I hope they stay, but I understand if they ever changed it or something like that to try to market it.
I come out hoping they change it. And also Final Fantasy 17, that's an ugly number. You know what?
It's not great.
Keep it going, dude. I want the numbers going up.
How high do you go? Final Fantasy 25.
You go 26. As high as it can go. High as it go. Let it ride, baby. I love it.
I love the Tales games. And, you got Tales of Graces, Tales of Hearts, and it's like, you just jump in wherever. They're just all their own thing, sure. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy to keep track of.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, is that it, Micah, for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm really liking it. I don't want to sound negative about it. I'm enjoying it, but
No,
it was
we get
initially.
it. You hate it. It's okay.
Oh, fuck. I got to grind all these levels. I just hate it. I
You
hate
just hate
grinding
it.
levels, man. I hate grinding levels so much. But outside of that, it's fantastic.
All right. Gene, what have you been up to, man?
Yeah, interesting, because I don't really have a lot of games to review right now. I'm kind of chilling. I'm going to review Silent Hill F for the post, but I'm kind of taking my time writing that. Because I'm also, and real quick, because this is a Nintendo show, and I am playing Nintendo games, which I'll get to in a minute. But I am playing Silent Hill 1 emulated on the Duck Station, just because I just really want to. I've just been wanting to replay Silent Hill 1 for like years and years and years. I'm just so tired of waiting for a port. I'm just going to play it right now. Fantastic. I can't believe how well it holds up. I'll talk about it more in the Silent Hill F podcast, but I can't believe how well it holds up. It feels like once you add like a 60 FPS mod into it, it feels like I'm playing a modern. It feels like I'm playing a modern indie game, which with incredible design, and it's so open world. I think low key it might be the best Silent Hill gameplay wise still, because it's the biggest town. There's so much you can explore. It's a whole event. It's like the Resident Evil mansion across the Silent Hill town. It's so crazy. I can't believe how ambitious they were. But
yeah,
I'll talk more about it in Silent Hill F. For sure. The other two games that I'm playing are Nintendo Switch 2 games. I'm finally getting to the Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh shit, you're playing those versions. Okay.
Yes, I'm finally digging into those, and I'm having a great time.
You're playing both of them?
I'm playing both of them. Well, I'm playing both of my completed saves, basically.
Okay.
So I'm basically just like exploring the world and just like cleaning up some Koroks and finding. I've done all the shrines for both saves, and I definitely do. The shitty thing is that you can't like make multiple saves of the games, right?
Yeah.
I wish I could just start all over, but you just can't. And I do not have it within my heart to get rid of my complete saves. I have all the batteries, bro, in Tears of the Kingdom. Every single battery. So when I'm flying around on my hover bike, I'm just flying around forever. Like you can just go across the map on one battery charge. So fun. That said, I've always had in my head, like, which is the better game, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? Because I do count both games as, like, my top 3 games of all time, including Resident Evil 4 and Dark Souls as my top 3 games of all time. I think I'm going to settle on Breath of the Wild as the best game.
Why is that?
Actually. I think, and don't get me wrong, Tears does a lot of things better. I think it has a more exciting story. It has more exciting story beats. It definitely has the way better final boss and better dungeons in general, right?
Yeah.
A lot more equipment, a lot more stuff to do. But I think that more stuff to do is the part that kind of makes me kind of like Breath of the Wild better. Because when I'm playing Breath of the Wild, I enjoy the simplicity of this is just the adventure game. And you're running around forests and you're running around mountains and you're just exploring things. Whereas in Tears of the Kingdom, you're like, whoa, here, make this car, and then like zip up here into the blah blah blah, and get all these. Well, the bandit camps are pretty cool. I actually love the bandit camps in Tears of the Kingdom. So that's why it makes it hard. Tears of the Kingdom is kind of like the Super Mario Galaxy 2 of these Zelda games.
Yeah,
there's a lot better in there, and I'm gonna feel like I might prefer to play Tears of the Kingdom better, but as I'm trying to remembering how it felt like to play Breath of the Wild first, and kind of starting it all over, because then because I wanted to give myself some challenges, so I actually started using I actually bought some new equipment in Breath of the Wild that wasn't upgraded. You can just buy like a new Highland armor and new Highland pants whenever you want, right? Everything else is upgraded, so I'm just too strong. So I decided to like depower myself and just like get some shitty armor and just walk around. And it was just so much fun. It just really felt like I was like, just digging my nails deep into Hyrule as opposed to Tears of the Kingdom where I'm flying all over the place. Even if I didn't have all of my max battery powers, you're still climbing on little rocks and then like fly, like reversing the time so you can fly up to the skies or whatever like that. There's so much going on in Tears of the Kingdom. And that's what makes it fun. But I think I admire the simplicity of Breath of the Wild. I think it just really comes down to that. Breath of the Wild is a lot simpler, but I think I kind of admire it for just being that, as opposed to, well, here's Tears, and we just add a whole bunch of other shit onto it, and it's a lot of fun, but it's beyond what the core gameplay was. It might enhance a lot of it, but I don't know. I do wish Breath of the Wild had a cooler final boss to fight.
Oh, sure, yeah,
because it is fun to just log into Tears and just go and just fight the final boss, and just have a great time. It's so fun.
It's a good fight, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I think it's still the best fight in the. I think it is the best fight in the Zelda series outside of Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think, probably the best. I think second best for me is Twilight Princess. Then
Twilight Princess is great too. I think Twilight Princess is number 3 on my list for sure.
Yeah, Wind Waker is probably top 3 for me, somewhere around there.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get I love the Twilight Princess fight. The fact that you're kind of going across the Hyrule map, like I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Breath of the Wild's final boss kind of tries to do, and it does it worse, which is weird.
It does, yeah.
It's like so much more boring than what actually happens in Twilight Princess. So I mean that's the thing. Breath of the Wild's final boss like isn't even top 3. I would even count it as top 5, honestly. I would count like Link to the Past final boss as better than Breath of the Wild's.
More memorable for me.
Or Majora's Mask was awesome too. Majora's Mask is awesome. I love that fight. So cool, especially when you use the Fierce Deity Mask after you unlock every single
in
mask.
Like 10 seconds. You're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it just becomes like a Goku, Super Saiyan Goku versus Vegeta fight or whatever.
Yeah, you're like, it's like you're Super Saiyan Goku just beating the shit out of Krillin. That's what it feels like to me.
Of Yamcha, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's like, whoa, hey, you know.
Hey, relax.
Yeah, but super fun games. It's been so nice to just get some time off and just like relax back in Hyrule and remind myself these really are the best games of all time. Kind of.
Sure. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
After 2017, man, that game blew our minds, and I'm still playing it. I'm just like, it's a beautiful 60 FPS 4K on the Switch too. Unbelievable.
They look really nice now.
Unbelievable.
Crazy. Yeah.
I
can't wait till I replayed one of them. Yeah. Probably Tears. I've only played that one once.
Yeah, for sure. Tears is a lot of fun to revisit too.
Yeah, I mean, I've done Breath of the Wild.
Would you start a new game? Would you get
I would. Save? I'm okay with erasing my past stuff. It's all right to me. It's fine.
Did you complete the Tears? Everything in Tears?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty much.
Damn.
I don't think I had all the batteries and stuff like that, but I think I did.
Dude, you need to have 4,000 something electric charges to give to that guy to have full batteries.
I don't think I did that, but I did a lot in the game.
I did so much mining in depths because you have to get all the zonite to trade.
You definitely have to grind for it.
Yeah, so but I had a lot of fun. I was like, oh well, Hyrule save now. Link is just a miner, just mining away in the zonite mines and just getting all the stuff, and it was fun to roleplay that. That's why I love these games. Even if you're in post game, you can just roleplay so many different roles and just fuck around in the world. It's so fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Well, I'll say, great. Gene, you've made me feel more excited about trying Breath of the Wild again, because I did buy it when the Switch 2 came out. I did buy it, and I was like, all right, well, we'll give it another shot. I haven't played it since it came out, and I didn't like it. So you're making me feel a little bit like, yeah, okay. I want to give this a try.
Yeah, don't try to beat it. There's no rush, you know. Yeah. But I actually have another Switch profile with another Zelda save. That's how I get around not having to delete my original save. I just made a new profile and have that save. And that save is where I just don't do anything. I just like nobody's being saved. I'm just running around Hyrule, just being myself, and like, everyone's in danger. But it's cool, you know.
Yeah, like I could be Chef Link. I just start cooking stuff all the time.
Exactly.
Just run around cooking stuff. Yeah, I could do that.
Literally, that's all you can do. Just go around, hunt some pigs, and just toss some meat into the bowl and some vegetables, and baby, you got yourself a stew going.
Yeah. I love the meme where it's like me towards the end of my bi-weekly pay period, and it's dubious food, like whatever, something you made that didn't turn out right. And it's like,
yeah,
I remember that feeling when I got paid bi-weekly and being like, we are down to the weird shit in the pantry.
yeah. And that way you kind of get around like the role playing of like the durability system, where it's like, oh, Link is always weapons are always breaking. It's like, well, he's not a warrior, he's a cook. So what do you expect? His weapons are going to break.
Maybe that'll make me feel better about it, because I dislike.
I don't like weapon durability. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I just like the rain making things slippery, and I'm like, like, I don't know about this, but I feel like now that I expect it, I'm gonna be maybe more tolerant, of the whatever challenges. And also just be like, it's a little free form. Maybe I don't beat the game, but I have fun running around. I bought the Switch 1 version because you get the free upgrade as an NSO member.
Mm-hmm.
So,
of course,
we'll check it out. We'll check it out at some point.
Yeah, great game. Fantastic game. Best game of all time.
Yeah. Yeah, I still think I prefer Tears over Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild for sure has the impact factor. Definitely. Totally. Like way more and bigger impact for sure.
I do miss the Tears launch.
It was crazy.
That was a fun time.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I think Tears is a better game pretty much in every way, but the impact of Breath of the Wild is much greater and more important.
I do like Tears Link's like shaggier hair.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the longer hair.
Because he doesn't have the little ponytail. He doesn't have the little scrunchie that he uses in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, he doesn't start with it. Yeah.
But you can get the scrunchie in Tears of the Kingdom and get that back. But I do love the long flowing hair. He looks a lot. Yeah. He looks a lot cooler for sure.
Yeah, looks cool.
And of course, he gets cooler outfits in Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is hard to deny. There's so many things that are just so much better.
Mm-hmm. All right. For me, I've played about maybe 4 hours of Ghost of Yotei so far. I haven't gotten to play as much as I would like to because I've been doing other stuff.
Ghost of Yotei impressions.
Yeah. I think it's great so far. Like you're saying, Gene, it doesn't really do anything new to set itself apart from other open world, or like it's not changing the open world formula. But I think what it does very well though. It makes it compelling. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of these side quests that I've just kind of stumbled upon into have been very good length at a nice pace, and the stories have been interesting enough where I want to see them through. I don't really want to spoil a lot of them. There's actually quite a bit, and I've just stumbled upon them, which has been really fun, and I really love open world stuff like that. I will say a good thing about the open world is a lot of it has been me just seeing stuff and going there, and that's how I'm kind of discovering it, not question marks puked all over the map like The Witcher or something like that, or Assassin's Creed games. So that's been really fun, is like me intentionally want to explore just because it looks really cool. I like how a lot of it is, Gene, like they'll kind of give you a hint or tell you where something is, but it's not like exactly here on the map. You have to like go in there and somewhat investigate it all. So it doesn't hold your hand completely all the way. So I appreciate all that kind of stuff. Atsu, so far, I like her. I'm not like in love with her yet, or I don't think she's fucking incredible yet, but I'm still very early in the game. But I'm like, yeah, she's cool. I like her. I got nothing against her or anything like that, so that's good. I did do some of the English and Japanese, and I think I prefer the Japanese, so I'll stick with that probably throughout. But English wasn't bad or anything like that. I just think it feels better to me if I played in Japanese.
Sure, yeah.
I did some of the what's it called? The Samurai Champloo guy. What's his name?
Oh, Watanabe mode. Yeah.
Watanabe mode. I did some of that. I really like Watanabe mode actually a lot.
I love it.
I'm kind of like, I feel like I should just leave this on for the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like more enjoyable for me right now. But that's really fun.
Chill to just do open world activities that way for sure.
Yeah, I have liked that it hasn't been like, it doesn't feel as like open worldy esque as I remember the first one. I haven't played the first one in a long time, but like all the bandit camps and stuff like that, it feels like more tame in that regard. It doesn't seem like there's as many so far, where it's constantly like here, like Assassin's Creed kind of thing. It's more like spaced out and all that kind of stuff. So I've appreciated that so far. Yeah,
it is spaced
it feels
out.
more
Yeah,
spaced
yeah.
out.
No, I did notice that a lot actually. It's not like every square inch, like literal square mile of the game. There's like a thing to do, like in Wind Waker. Wind Waker, there's literally one object of interest in every square in the map, and I don't think they really designed Yote that way.
No, yeah, they did not. I like, how you get skills in the game is you go to these, like, you find these shrines or whatever, and you bow to them, and you get, like, a skill point equivalent.
Mm-hmm.
I like that not all of them are necessarily, hey, just find this thing right here. Some of them are more straightforward, like, hey, it's on top of this mountain, climb it. Oh, it's down underground, find a way down underground. One of them was, like, had a whole story narrative kind of float around it with, like, someone killing a bunch of people and stuff like that and climbing up these huge rocks. So I appreciated like little twists like that just to keep these things that you do frequently just a little more exciting that can catch you off guard, especially from a narrative standpoint, which I really appreciate. I think the multiple weapons is better idea than the stances. I think it's more interesting and more fun. I only have the dual katanas so far, but I have enjoyed using them more than just switching like up or down kind of stance. So I think that's really cool. Her like devil trigger mode is super not powerful yet. I assume it's going to get crazier later on yet. It looks like I get like one kill with it. Thing like that, because I remember in Ghost, it goes like black and white.
Onio mode,
yeah. That's whatever that's called.
Yeah.
So I think it's very underpowered right now, which is totally fine, but I think it'll get crazier later on.
You level it up,
yeah.
Sure.
I assume, yeah. I do like earlier on, there's like very early in the game, there's like this one kind of like town you go to. It's near like her home in the game where she came from, but this town there's like multiple merchants, and I really like that. And you get to know all these NPCs there, and that it does like the menu kind of thing. Gene, you probably noticed where you see all those characters behind Atsu as you discover more about these characters and stuff like that. So a little more context there. I love the bounty board. I always love bounty boards, so I'm really happy that's a thing in this game. It's really nice.
Love bounty boards.
I'm playing this on a PS5 Pro, and it looks fucking good.
Amazing.
Really good. It looks. I'm playing with like the ray tracing 60 FPS, man. It looks awesome. This game, stupendous visually, really great. The game does a really good job of like setting up cinematic shots. It seems like frequently where I'm just staring at, like just moving around. I'll just like stare at something for a little bit because everything looks so good. The camera angles, even when you're talking to people, it seems a little more higher budget now. Like you're getting better angles. I think you mentioned this too before, Gene. It's like more cinematic when you're talking to people. So I've appreciated that step up in quality. But yeah, like I said, I'm only like 4 hours in. I haven't killed any like the main targets yet. I'm on my way to kill one right now. But the story is picking up more, learning more about Atsu. I kind of do like the stuff, Gene, where it's like you can travel back in time seamlessly at certain moments to like learn more about Atsu when she was younger. That's very Iki Island to me. So I'm like, okay, this is a good thing to expand upon. I like that. But yeah, the game looks gorgeous, sounds gorgeous. There's like a lot of funny quote unquote gimmicks in the game of like what you do with the DualSense, like the cooking. Like people have been losing their shit. I saw on social media about cooking a fish.
Yeah.
I don't get it. You could skip it. You could just hold X to skip it. You don't have to do that.
Yeah. So people are tweeting about like the fishing cooking mini game where you can just like, use the gyro and the touchpad to like just cook a fish really slowly. And for some reason, like people are losing their minds these days.
Yeah, like what's the big deal? You can just skip it if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, but that's because these people don't play games. They're not playing the game, so they don't understand that.
It's like I did once. I was like, oh, that was kind of fun, but I'm like, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I skip it every single time because I'm just trying to get to the story. But like as we were talking about with Micah earlier, that's a fun activity to do when you're post game when everything's all said and done, and you just want to role play as a samurai, just roaming Yote and Hokkaido and just walking around. And you just set up camp, and you just decide to start cooking and whatever.
Play Shamisen
or
whatever.
Play as a little samurai, just cooking fish. You caught some fish, and now you're gonna cook it.
You're right. The Ghost series is like very into like putting you in the mindset of being this character and like just smelling the roses for a second and not having like an adrenaline filled ADD adventure constantly kind of thing going on there. I really like that about the game. I don't do it all the time, but I appreciate that it's there, and sometimes I do soak it up more than other times. So I don't know what the fucking problem is.
it's a little it's a nice contrast to Red Dead Redemption 2, which I think a lot of people consider, and also I consider too, the gold standard of like AAA mainstream big budget open world games, right? But in Red Dead 2, those types of interactions aren't really optional, or because when you want to skin a horse, or I don't know why I say horse, when you want to skin an animal, skinning a horse sounds all awful. I hated doing that whenever in Red Dead 2. It's so disgusting. I felt so bad every single time. Every time you want to skin a bear or a fish or whatever like that, like you have to sit through the laborious animation every single time to do it. And then when you want to pick up the carcass, you got to do that, and you got to drag it all over and walk slowly, flop it onto the back of your horse, and drag it all the way to the back to the merchant to sell it. Whereas like Ghost of Yotei and Tsushima, it's you just press R2 to pick stuff up,
Yeah.
But if you want to opt into the more immersive stuff like cooking or just playing your shamisen guitar, and just chilling out, you can do that too. It's very opt-in, and so every video game discourse is silly. It just reminds me about how these people are just children.
It's very weird to me. It's like, I don't know, just fucking hold X and skip it, dumbass. I'm like, I don't know what to say. It's like, it's not a big deal. I don't know why people
skip it every single time. It was cool the first time, and I was like, I'll come back to this again when I want to. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy little gimmicks like that every now and then.
There's no eating mechanic like in Metal Gear Solid 3 either, where Atsu needs to just eat fish every once in a while.
Exactly.
Which I wouldn't mind, actually. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, you don't have to go to camp. You don't fucking have to do it. I've gone to camp like maybe once or twice because I'm like, I don't need a buff.
I feel like I've only been forced to. I feel like I've only been forced to camp like 4 or 5 times. That's it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Bunch of drama Andes. But yeah, I definitely want to play more of it. I look forward to it when I get time. Hopefully, starting tomorrow, I will get time because G and I've been playing Silent Hill F more. I got one additional ending. Good. An ending that did not require me to finish the whole game. I'll say that. So I got one, and I'll do one more at least. I'll try to do one more at least tonight before I won't be able to get every ending, but at least want to get a couple and all that kind of stuff. So
just drop it down to story mode and just run on through. It's fine. So
I'm not worried about it. It's totally fine.
I'm actually playing it on Lost in the Fog mode now, the hardest difficulty. That's pretty tough.
Sure.
And I'm super strong. So it's like I tried finding a boss, and I was like, I can't believe people tried this on hard mode immediately. You have to play it on story mode, which is normal. Yeah, it's crazy.
It was hard.
It's crazy how much like damage the bosses take out of you. It's like you really got to lock in. This is harder than some fights in Elden Ring for sure.
Yeah.
So you had to be playing that story mode. So that's why I'm playing Lost in Fog mode, and even with my buffed up Hinako, it's already pretty tough. And the puzzles are so different now too. They're interesting. Like the Scarecrow field puzzle, which is an early puzzle, not a spoiler, but like the Scarecrow field puzzle where you have to choose the right Scarecrow to advance in this like Lost Woods type scenario. The hints are way more cryptic, and the way you solve it is kind of more interesting too. So it's a lot of fun. It's such a fun game to replay. I'm excited for the spoilercast tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Let me read this from Boinged Up Robot. This is relating to Ghost right here. Is there a double standard depending on who the developer is? Ghost of Yotei is a great game, but it still has the same, quote, open world slop that Ubisoft games are plagued with. Yet when Ubisoft does it, people really criticize the game design. Sucker Punch does it, and most people just ignore it. In my opinion, Yotei is better than Shadows, but I don't understand why people are harder on Ubisoft game design, chasing the same fox, or looking for the hot springs for the 20th time for a small upgrade. Is no different than what Ubisoft does. AC Shadows also feels more like a sequel/improvement over Vanilla or Valhalla than Yotei feels to Tsushima. Gene, what do you think about this as someone who's played a lot of Shadows?
Yeah, I disagree because I agree to some point because yes, Ghost of Yotei is just another standard open world game, but it's how you do it, man.
That's exactly what it is. It's how you do it.
It's how you pull it off. It's not about like what they're doing. It's how they pull it off. The problem I have with Assassin's Creed Shadows is every time you do a side quest, like for example finding an item in a dungeon or whatever, you notice that it's all the same dungeon every single time. They're using the same assets. It's all the same block puzzles every single time. You mean to tell me that the guy who made the dungeon at the bottom of the basement here also made the one across the country, and he hit it there too, and he used the exact same shelves to push around, and uses exact same handholds. It's extremely cut and paste. Versus Ghost of Yote, which has a unique character when you're in a side quest. It's a unique location. It's a unique platforming challenge. Every single thing about almost every side quest in Ghost of Yote, besides like the bamboo striking and the fish
I love the bamboo strikes. I love the bamboo strikes.
I love the bamboo strikes. It's still fun. I'm so glad they kept that in, right? Yeah. And it's been funny to see people freak out over like the harder ones, which they get pretty tough.
They're hard,
They're pretty devious. So yeah, I mean, that stuff is very standard cookie cutter. But then when you're actually trying to find like, oh, here's a new armor set in this area, well, guess what? You're gonna have to deal with a whole side quest with a story arc, with a character arc in there.
Yeah, there's like story arcs, character arcs
there's
for these little tiny quests. Yeah,
there's mini quests when you're trying to get a new armor set, when you're trying to get the cool bounty hunter set. You're gonna have.
I've been wearing that one. That's what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah. That's a very early one, and you just want the bounty hunter set looks cool. You want that armor, but then you're gonna have to deal with his whole character and his story and everything like that. Whereas in Assassin's Creed Shadows, you want the armor set, you go push some puzzles around and you flip some levers and you throw some pots around, the exact same pots that you've been doing for 100 hours.
Yeah.
And then you get the armor set,
or you buy it off the store.
You buy it off the Ubisoft store. Exactly. So yes, there is no double standard. You know, one game is trying to serve you slop in the store. Exactly. I'm so glad you brought that up. There's no Yote DLC store. For fuck's sake, they're going to give us a free update for the co-op, even, which is crazy. Yeah, you're not going to get a free co-op update from a Ubisoft game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's weird to me, Gene, because I think about it like this when people say things like this, and I totally understand their perspective on this. But to me, it's like saying, well, what's the difference between Bubsy and Super Mario World? Yeah. They're both 2D platformers where you reach a goal at the end and you jump on guys and stuff. It's like, it's all about how you fucking execute it. All of that. So I don't really see the problem. Like, I don't have a problem with open world games and stuff where it's just like, but it just depends how they do it. If they make it exciting where I want to keep doing it and not feel like such a fucking chore like it did when I played Assassin's Creed Valhalla, burning the 30th church. I'm not exaggerating. It's like 30 churches or some shit like that in the game. And it's like all the same, like Gene is saying, the layouts.
It's all the same.
Like,
yeah.
I have not run into that yet.
Yeah, I liked Valhalla a lot. I loved Valhalla a lot. But when I played AC Shadows, I was like, yo, you're just doing the same thing in the Valhalla. I spent 200 hours in Valhalla. You can't give me 200 more hours of Valhalla again, but in Japan.
Yeah, that's a major point for me. It's the frequency of Ubisoft games. We're talking about, it's like we have Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote, 2 games. Maybe if they make 10 more, then it's like, okay. But Ubisoft, it's like, go look at the timeline of Assassin's Creed and Far Cry and just look at the frequency of how often these games come out. Feeling fatigued with their style of it is largely because they release their games so frequently. Such a huge company making these games versus Sucker Punch is like, and 4 years later, here's one more. And you're like, all right. It's different partly because you guys are absolutely right. The games feel different to play, but also with the frequency of Assassin's Creed games, it's like being fatigued with those is just because it's like, oh, dude, it is Gene. It is another one. It's only been a couple years, and it's versus this is 2 games.
Yeah.
2 games.
Great point, Micah. And that said, and I said this before, I said this last week on Summonside or whatever like that. If they make a third game exactly like this, that's when I start like really like heavily docking points where it's like, okay, you have not innovated at all in the gameplay. Just more bamboo cutting, more saunas, more bandit camps. At that point, I'd be like, yeah, what are we doing here? Let me just go back to play Yote. Yote was already fine as it is. What are you bringing new to Ghost of Kyoto or something? You know, that'd be awesome. Modern day Ghost.
You work at Nintendo in Kyoto or something like that.
Yeah, but modern day, dude, Sucker Punch could do the funniest thing and just do a modern day Ghost of Tsushima sequel.
Assassin's Creed their ass.
What Assassin's Creed will fucking not do.
Yeah.
which was we actually wanted Desmond as a modern day ninja, and instead you gave us watchdogs.
I miss Desmond so much.
I miss Desmond.
I miss that storyline.
Yeah, he's so stupid. I miss, but he was the stupid center of the whole story. Like we need him back. You know, this alcoholic bartender.
Yes,
I know they had that hot old man doctor. You guys remember him?
Yeah, his dad or whatever. I guess. Yeah, exactly. He was strangely hot for some reason. Like, why is this guy so hot? And also Assassin's Creed Shadows, like the story, like they're both revenge stories. They're literally both stories about women whose family gets slaughtered, and they want to do something about it, right? Clearly, and I actually thought the Assassin's Creed Shadows started pretty good just for what it is. I was like, great cinematography, great acting, but as the story kept going, and look, like Yasuke fucking sucked. Like all this discourse over Yasuke and defending Yasuke and like trashing Yasuke, but when it came down to it, he wasn't a great character, and the way his story was folded into Naoe's and the Assassin's Creed story was clumsy and terrible. I hate the way Assassin's Creed Shadows ends. It's the worst story of Assassin's Creed since Unity, and which is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. But I think that story fucking sucked too. It was one of the worst stories I've ever played. And now Assassin's Creed Shadows is like right up there too. But it didn't have the gameplay. Like Assassin's Creed Shadows gameplay was pretty good. Like as a stealth game, like I kind of like them bringing some Splinter Cell aspects back. I really liked being able to like crawl on the floorboards or going through like little vents.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like they did some good stuff with that, and that stuff is really fun to do, especially with the rope and everything like that. That was fun. But ultimately, it's not enough to really elevate the game past what Yotei is doing, I think.
Yeah, from what I remember of Valhalla, at least, because I didn't play Shadows, Ghost Combat feels way better than Assassin's Creed Combat. It's like not even close.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that, but what do you think about AC Shadows feeling like more a sequel improvement over Yotei?
A sequel, an improvement.
Do you think Shadows feels like a bigger leap in a sequel compared to Yotei?
That's actually a tricky question because I don't think Yotei does a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
AC Shadows looks a lot better than Valhalla. It's a gorgeous game, beautiful. And the combat is a little better, but then everything scales to you though. So I just don't like that. They brought back the Odyssey stuff, and clearly a lot of people loved Odyssey. Mm-hmm. So if you love Odyssey, you might like AC Shadows, but I don't know. Like I think Valhalla just had more interesting side quests and a better story. That's really about it, you know. I don't like Naoe and Yasuke as characters. They just weren't fun to be. Sure. Yasuke especially, I hated just being him every single time. And Naoe is cool to be because she's a kunoichi. She's a ninja. She's a girl ninja. That's fun. But the combat just isn't like, it's better than Valhalla, but it's not as good as Ghost of Tsushima was. That's the thing, you know?
Yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima still had better combat than like every single Assassin's Creed game since ever, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Ever. Actually, ever. Yeah. Yes. Assassin's Creed combat wasn't like the best. It's fun and if you can feel powerful, but Ghost of Tsushima does the fun part, making you feel powerful part, but also still be engaging. Whereas Assassin's Creed, the OG Assassin's Creed games made you feel powerful and they look cool. And I kind of missed just counter attack.
The counter
aspect. I remember you and Locke were talking about this, about the Black Flag remake and everything like that. And I disagree with you that I actually missed the old style combat.
Oh, do you?
Like, yeah. I'm actually with Locke is that I missed the basic, like, you know, this is just John Wick in the 12th century or whatever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need it to be challenging. It'd be nice if it was challenging, which is what Ghost of Tsushima does already. You know, it does a parry block thing and kill, almost immediately kill when you do a parry block, when you do a parry counter in Yotei and Tsushima. So you still had that interactivity, that engagement, and that feeling of power that Assassin's Creed just never like that balance. They just never hit that, you know?
Yeah. I like the disarm mechanic in Yotei.
I love that. Addition. That's so cool. Yeah, I love that. You can be Dishonored, and you can just disarm, and you can disarm them too.
Or you can like counter it. Yeah, it's cool.
So cool. Yeah.
I like just pick up a weapon and throwing it too. I'm like, oh, sweet. I like this.
That was like 50% of my gameplay.
Dude,
where I'm literally it's so
it's
bad.
so powerful.
It's so strong though, and you can just make that stronger. It just kills like dudes in armor like crazy. It's like a gun that you can just pick up and just like shoot at people. You know,
yeah,
it's cool, and you get a gun and it goes to the Yote later. So
yeah, it's good. Sorry, Boinged Up Robot. We didn't mean to like dunk on you.
Yeah, sorry. Assassin's Creed Shadows is not like the worst game ever.
I just don't agree with you on a lot of points.
I just don't
That's
agree,
all.
Yeah.
Thanks for writing in, though. This relates to the next game I've been playing. This is from Justin. Hey, Punchers. In order to prep for Mario Galaxy, I decided to go back and beat Mario Odyssey for the first time. I've played it multiple times, but never saw through to the ending. Meanwhile, I haven't played Mario Galaxy since I was a child. I am loving Galaxy significantly more than Odyssey. It is crazy to see Mario Galaxy, or to say Mario Galaxy is the best 3D Mario, if not the best 3D platform of all time. I've never played Galaxy 2. It's up next after beating 1. And then I'll round out the year playing Final Fantasy Tactics for the first time. Good work, Justin. You're playing some all-time classics. Yes, I've been playing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I've played like 4 hours of each, I want to say, because I'm working on a video for it right now. And yeah, these games still fucking slap, dude. These are still incredible video games. They look so nice on Switch 2 now. 4K Mario. Whew, what a sight to behold. Playing both of them, I think, so they're both very good at, overall very incredibly good games, but I think they each do a couple things better than the other two, or compared to each other. I think Galaxy 1 has a better narrative and presents it much better. And I think the hub, which is the Comet Observatory, is much more interesting and gives you this kind of vibe, I would say, that I like spending time in there. And obviously Galaxy like started it all and does crazy ass mechanics, like just the gravity in that game is insane. I would love Micah to play it, but I think she'll throw up one day if she does try to play it, so probably not going to have that happen. But I'm still impressed by how well everything works, especially when you're constantly like rotating different directions upside down. You're like running upside down on a planet, and how well it works. Occasionally it does get a little iffy. The controls, I feel like it doesn't know which direction it knows that you want to go. So kind of like Mario spins around in a circle for a little bit, but you can just quickly adjust. So it's fine. I've been playing with the Pro Controller also. It's been very easy to do, so you don't have to use Joy-Cons and stuff like that, or the mouse mode if you don't want to. It's easy enough to aim with the gyro on the Pro Controller to do everything. Super easy. But Galaxy 2, I think Galaxy 2 has some of the best levels in any 3D platformer. These levels are fucking nuts. They are so... It's like Nintendo is like throwing up creativity at me constantly on my face. It's just like, here's a new mechanic. Here's something crazy we've never done here before. Here's this really wacky idea. Here's a sick new power that we add in this game. Here's Yoshi now. He has his own like 3 fucking powers. It is nonstop awesome ideas, back and forth. I love going through this. I haven't played one bad level yet where I'm like, whatever. I've enjoyed all the levels so far. And I haven't played through Galaxy 2 since, 2010 or something like that when Galaxy 2 came out. So it's been a long time, and man, these games are so good. And Galaxy 2, I think, is the first that has like a substantial post game, like a lot of hard stuff and can go pretty deep. So that's there if you want to do it. But yeah, I think I prefer Galaxy 2 from a gameplay perspective, but Galaxy 1 vibes for sure is where I'm at, what I prefer. But yeah, these are 2 awesome video games. If you have not played them, I can't recommend them enough. Try them. They're super good. Even if you don't want to buy the pack, just get one of them. Just get Galaxy 1 right away if you're nervous. $40 all day. Easy recommend, in my opinion. Gene, do you agree with me?
Yes, I agree with you 1,000%. As I discussed earlier, there's always a debate about whether Galaxy 1 and 2 is better, but 2 is overwhelmingly so like just brim to brim equality. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I only like it's really the story in the hub world.
Yeah, it's the vibes of 1. I think
it's the vibes of 1. But when it comes down to the vibes of 1 are just unbeatable, and I agree with the write-in that it's like you see the light. Mario Galaxy is amazing, but Galaxy 2 is just like just nonstop fun. It's just so fun. It's the most fun.
It's pure delight.
It's more fun than Mario Galaxy 1. Like I'll definitely say that.
Yeah.
Again, just like Tears of the Kingdom is more fun than Breath of the Wild in a lot of ways too. The same thing.
Yeah, that's a really pretty good comparison.
I really do think Breath and Tears are truly the Galaxy 1 and 2 of this generation.
Yeah. But yeah, we can't recommend enough.
I'm excited to get back to them too. I'm excited to actually play some Nintendo games soon.
Yeah, man.
And as I'm doing, so it's like, once I'm done with my Zelda excursion, then
your safari in Zelda,
my Hyrule safari, then I'm definitely gonna be back into a Mario mood soon. It's fall. Fall is fall and winter is good Nintendo season. So
you're right. Yeah, it is
it's
good
happening.
Nintendo season for sure. All right. Very cool. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on?
Well, you just reminded me, because in terms of talking about the motion sickness, Final Fantasy Tactics, because of the angle of the camera, like the world, you have to rotate it frequently, like the stage. And there is an overhead view you can use, but that's during your turn. And during the enemy turns, it just like is constantly like flipping the stage around to show you where the enemy is. And at first I was like, oh God. And it was making me a little nauseous. I got my sea legs with it and it's okay. Good. But it's like, that's the level we're talking about. It's like, no, I really can't play Galaxy, because just Final Fantasy Tactics, with every time the enemy turn, it's like just flip flapping the stages around. I'm like, just stop doing that.
Yeah, I
Stop
get it.
doing that.
Just close your eyes the whole time.
I basically just hold down fast forward until their turns are done, because I'm like, you just making me sick. You're making me sick, making me look at this. It also just takes forever. Crazy.
I'm like remembering playing so many of those old RPGs and just how long it takes to do stuff in those games compared to everything now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
How much we would just sit there.
Clutch.
Yeah, fast forward is crazy. All right, guys. Next story we got right here is Nintendo denies Japanese politicians' AI claims. So I saw this a couple days ago. I'm going to read this story from VGC. The Nintendo Switch maker denies it's been lobbying against the use of generative AI. On Saturday, Satoshi Asano, a politician and member of Japan's House of Representatives, posted on social media that Nintendo was, quote, avoiding using generative AI to protect its IP, and quote, also engaged in lobbying activities with the government. The claim sparked Nintendo into unprecedented steps of publishing a formal denial. This is from Nintendo. Contrary to recent discussions on the internet, Nintendo has not had any contact with the Japanese government about generative AI, the company said. Whether generative AI is involved or not, we will continue to take necessary actions against infringement of our intellectual property rights. Asano later retracted his claim and published an apology. Quote, I deeply regret my own failure to verify the fact adequately, end quote. He wrote. Nintendo of America president Doug Bowser spoke about the company's thoughts, so this is a little bit older. Thoughts on the AI interview published earlier this year. Okay, yeah, this doesn't really matter, but stuff like that. But yes, these Japanese politicians said Nintendo was taking measures to protect themselves in this AI thing, which sounds like, I'm like, yeah, I understand that. I bet a lot of companies are kind of doing stuff like that with AI. But Nintendo's like, no, we haven't done anything like that. So I don't know if AI is a very touchy subject in a lot of things, and people, are very touchy about AI in video games and stuff like that, and if AI being used in games. So I'm sure Nintendo's just trying to avoid all this controversy altogether. They don't want to deal with anyone fucking complaining about AI or anything. Even if they do use it or are using it in games, I have no idea. But Micah, you have any thoughts on this story about Nintendo denying using this AI or protecting against it?
I mean, the biggest thing to me is that they have enough pull that this politician actually apologized. Yes. Because good Lord, in America, I don't know what you'd have to do to get a politician to apologize to you. So
that doesn't happen.
Showing the power that Nintendo has, but yeah, I don't have much to say about this other than it's nice to have a clear, defined statement about something, to not just have a bunch of gobbledygook that you got to parse through and be like, this is kind of what we think they mean. They're just very straightforward and clear. So I appreciate straightforward, clear messaging from these companies.
Yeah. Actually, let me read this. So this is what Doug Bowser said about AI and their titles and stuff like that earlier. He said, quote, if we think about technology in general to start with, as we look at technology, we always make sure the technology we may be leveraging, whether it's to develop our games in our devices. It's going to create better gameplay experiences, Bowser said in conversation with CNBC via Eurogamer, that was. Quote, it starts there. That's a very important part of our decision-making process and how to use AI. So to me, this just like they're going to use AI to everyone. I mean, every game company is going to use AI to an extent in some way.
Everyone will.
Yeah.
It's
in
just
some way, it's going to happen.
What matters to me is the AI replacing the creative portion, or is AI replacing the drudge work, let's say, that could just get a game finished faster? You know, I don't want AI to be doing the character models. I don't want AI to design the next adorable princess that Nintendo makes. I want that to be the real guy made that. I don't want AI to create the next. All right, think about Bee Mario. All right, think about Mario's little bee outfit. And that's the fucking absolute best version of Mario that there is. And it's so cute. All right.
The bee
and
Mario
I would not love it nearly as much if you were like, and a computer made that, you know? I want AI. I don't want AI to do anything really, but I want it to be used for the purposes of things that people don't want to do, let's say, rather than taking away the tasks that the human designers, artists, you know, programmers actually enjoy. You know, if we're going to use AI to do tasks that are, you know, like, okay, this is monotonous, tedious, whatever, but I want the creativity to always come from a person. Because you're experiencing that person's vision. You're seeing the world this person created. That's what matters to me about games. So I don't say, oh, I don't want to see any AI in games. Like, it's going to happen whether I like it or not. But comparatively, when I think about the statement EA made about AI saving them, 20% on making games, and it's like, yeah, the next fucking Madden probably gonna have all AI generated faces for all the players, and you're not gonna spend a minute making these, right? You're gonna cut those down as far as possible with what the humans have to do, and just let AI churn out your sports games. You can just picture that.
Yeah,
that is absolutely not what I'd want Nintendo to do. I don't want AI creating Mario levels and making all the next Yoshi game. I don't want any of that. Yeah. That would just be the complete opposite of what I feel like the company represents and what we love them for.
Yeah. Gene, any thoughts on any of this Nintendo and AI and stuff like that?
I just think it's really funny that the politician was like, "I'm so sorry, Nintendo. I screwed up. I'm so sorry. I will go out in public and publicly apologize. I will delete all tweets." I love that Nintendo is just some mafia-esque power.
Yeah, in Japan, it's like a Yakuza group.
Yeah, imagine if there's no politician or company in America that does that. I guess, I don't know.
Not really.
I guess Tesla, because Elon just throws the money around. But yeah,
it's politics, baby. Throw that money
it's just
around.
really funny to see the back down from Nintendo, the to Nintendo from a politician. I have no idea who this guy is, but
no, I mean, it's a Japanese politician. Probably we wouldn't know.
Yeah, and it's also funny to see like, I've seen viral tweets where like, oh, Nintendo's so unethical against its customers, but it's ethical in everything else, and it's like unethical because they charge money for their products.
Yeah,
I don't. Yeah, shutting down Smash tournaments, sure, that's a little silly, right?
Yeah,
I mean that's really silly, actually.
Yeah,
but I don't think they even leave mostly emulators alone. It's just mostly it's people who step on the line. It's like Tears came out, so now Yuzu is trying to promote Tears during the week of the Tears release, and it's like, yeah, you kind of invited that, you know. You could just mind your own business and just made Tears get emulated somewhere, or just don't promote it, you know. But I don't know.
All right. Okay, we touched on this earlier, but now we're gonna let Micah trauma dump as much as she wants right here. Xbox has raised the price of Game Pass, and I was kind of thinking, I'm like, okay, well, when's Nintendo gonna do it? Because I just feel like everyone raises their prices for online subscription services every now and then. But let me read you what is the new updates on these prices. So Game Pass Ultimate, at least in the United States, was $20 a month and is now $30 a month. So it's up 50%. Game Pass Premium, which was formerly standard, is now $14.99 when it was originally $9.99. Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. Formerly $14.99. Oh, it's still $14.99, but they changed the names for those. So only Ultimate went up dramatically, but PC Game Passes, which will my wheelhouse, increased from $12 to $16.49. Now, Micah, this has been a huge stink about all this, of course, going on in the games industry. If people don't know, you are a big Xbox fan.
I was.
you were. So, what's going on in your head right now?
I mean, first of all, I am a big Xbox person. I've also always been anti-Game Pass because
you buy your
pay
games
for my games. I like to own my games, I like my physical games. And so I've always been anti-Game Pass in the first place. It just sucks to watch this happen to this brand. I was telling Colin, I had so much excitement for the Xbox One and just thinking about like Rise, Son of Rome, and games like Recore, and Sunset Overdrive. And I was like, if you told me then with like these cool new titles coming out, where we'd be at now in 2025, and we're waiting all these years for an entry in the Gears series. We haven't even seen Gears in several years, but never mind all these cool new ideas that just got fucking never mind. It didn't make enough money, so don't bother trying again. Don't bother trying to improve Recore. Don't bother trying to fix it and make it better. It was a fun game, but it didn't make us $1 billion. So don't bother trying to do something creative and different again. It's just so disappointing to look at where Xbox is now, because I'm not happy with the games that they have been releasing. I'm like, it's south of midnight. I'm like, no, I'm not playing that shit. I don't want it. It's just like, I don't know. It's a major disappointment. And as I was playing Borderlands 4 on my Xbox and just thinking, I wonder how many more Xbox games I'm going to buy. I have a small, little backlog of games to get to still on Xbox, but I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't know how many more titles I'm going to be buying for this thing. And I don't know where I go from here, honestly. I obviously play a lot on Switch these days, but it's just making me consider, like, the next generation. If there is an Xbox, will I fucking buy it? Or am I going to start saying, like, I guess I'll play the third-party shooters on PlayStation? I don't want to.
That hurt, dude. I saw your face when you said that, and you like.
It's the controller, dog. Yeah. I hate that controller so much.
Can't you get like an adapter or something so you can use the Xbox controller?
I don't know. You probably could. You probably could, but I don't want to. I just don't want. It's. I just liked Xbox.
Yeah, I get
liked
it, dude.
The way it was.
Yeah.
It really does suck as a fan who has tried to support the brand this whole time, continuing to buy the consoles and buying the games there and not buying Game Pass, but like continuing to pay like full price for the games. And it's just like, and my reward is that they haven't released a Gears game in years. And they announced E-Day, but good Lord, if we'll ever actually fucking see it. Like, I'm getting concerned. I don't know. And just the things I was hopeful about, like, oh yeah, Rise, Son of Rome was really cool. I liked Recore. It wasn't like amazing, but I liked it.
Yeah.
And it just sucks to see cool ideas like that completely abandoned, and to just not really see a lot of payoff for supporting the console when they got fucking walloped by PlayStation because of their idiotic DRM policy, because they went first, and then PlayStation's like, and this is how you share a game on PlayStation, and they just start masturbating each other on stage. And it was like, God damn it, they won. They got us, Yeah. And I was there, midnight release for the Xbox One. I was first in line at GameStop. I got my console. They clapped. Everybody clapped in the store.
Please clap. Yeah, that's awesome.
They really did, though. Everybody clapped. I sprinted to my car because I was worried I was going to get robbed. I was there and I supported the console anyways. My friends literally made fun of me for buying an Xbox instead of a PlayStation in that era, okay? But I still bought one because I really wanted to. And I really wanted to support the brand and see all my favorite games. And my favorite games have just slowly disappeared or gotten in shitified. And it just really sucks to be a continuous like supporter of Xbox and fan of Xbox, and this is where we're at. So I'm not doing great. I am just I look, kind of like wistfully at the Xbox and just think maybe that's the last one I ever buy. Because I just don't know where they're going, what the hell they're doing. I said to Colin, like, if Gears, E-Day, and all that shit is gonna just be on PlayStation going forward, like if that's gonna end up being that way, the Gear 6 comes to comes to the PlayStation right away, and E-Day and all that, I'm gonna be like, well, that is the point. Why do I own this thing? Because I own it for the exclusives, is what I used to say. And then I was like, oh, well, I own it because I like to play first-person shooters, and it's the best place for me to play them. And we're starting to run out of reasons to own one. In a house where there are 3 PS5s, I'm starting to run out of reasons to continue to own this thing.
Yeah. I've been on Duke the last 2 weeks while COG was out, and it's like a fucking funeral. That show, dude, it's brutal.
It really does. Just like, because too, they're shooting themselves in the foot with other things. I'm a big fan, obviously, of the Xbox Remote Play for the Logitech G Cloud, and it revitalized, like, oh man, I'm gonna put so many more hours into Xbox. And then what they did was, in order to sell games on the app and not give a cut to whoever, they put the Remote Play via the internet browser instead. So instead of Remote Play over your local Wi-Fi, it's going out, to the internet. And it sucks. Who would have guessed? And then you're just kind of like, cool. So the service that was giving me a reason to keep using this is worse than it was before. And also flat out doesn't work sometimes. I can't tell you how many times I've just tried to connect to Remote Play and it just doesn't work. When it used to be flawless. It used to work every time. And it just doesn't work. And you're like, I guess I'm not playing Xbox today. And I go play my Switch instead. Because that's the solution flat out is try again later. That's what the screen says. There's nothing to be done. The Xbox is hardwired. My Wi-Fi is on. It won't connect. It used to be flawless. And all because they just were like, well, we want to sell the games on the app, but we don't want to give Apple 30%. Fine. But you're taking away the reasons why I was still playing this fucking thing. And I'm just running out of them. So I have Final Fantasy 16. I have Lost Judgment. I might have like 2 more games I'm forgetting to get to on Xbox. But like truly the list, unless they release something soon, and they're not, I'm really thinking in my head, like I might be playing the last couple Xbox games here. Because if E-Day doesn't come out for like 2 more years, I'll just play it on PlayStation with Colin. I mean, like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Gene, you got any thoughts about this?
I mean, what else is there to say, honestly, right?
Yeah.
I guess the most observation I might have about Xbox is, there was that rumor over the weekend from that Reset era or Icon era. Well, I forget whatever forum it was, but Tom Warren backed him up and saying that he's a legitimate source that
Sneakers.
Xbox is like unsure about the next console generation.
Up in the air.
Up in the air. Didn't say they was canceled, but it's up in the air. There's, God, dude, it's like it literally is every month to month, something bad happening to them. And it's their fault. They are making these decisions. And it really does remind me of the slow roll destruction of Sega, where there were rumors about Sega pulling out of the console business. And when we hear that stuff, it impacts consumers. Look at Mike already saying right now, I don't know if why would I even buy the next Xbox? And I'm also in that camp, which is too bad because the Xbox Series X is a great console. There's a lot of I love the backwards compatibility of it. I still like the UI. I still prefer the UI over PlayStation's. I love the controllers, obviously, but Also, their first party output has been okay. It's been good. It's not like amazing. Obviously, South of Midnight and Avowed didn't like the World of Fire. I didn't like Avowed at all.
That's where I'm at, dude. These were games I was like, okay, this could be promising, and then just being like the actual response from my friends, Brad watching you play South of Midnight on stream, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
this is not what I hoped for.
Yeah,
and
that
then Gene
was
talking to you about
game.
Avowed, and I'm like, this is not what I hoped for.
Yeah, like Avowed is not a bad game, but it's like there's nothing special about it. It's like if Nintendo only made WarioWare games or something, and,
can you imagine?
Yeah, and didn't come out with like a banger, like even Donkey Kong Bonanza, or if like I'm trying to think of like a C tier Nintendo series, but there aren't a lot actually. But yeah, it's like if Nintendo only made that, or if Sony only made Days Gone DLC for years or whatever.
The Order 1886 and Days Gone.
Yeah, like forever and ever. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like if they were all Order 1886 quality games, which is a fine game, but it's like this is not going to move the needle at all for anyone, right?
No.
And then Starfield came out, and I like Starfield a lot, but it didn't move the needle a lot for a lot of people because it was just the same old Bethesda game with less sauce, which I totally agree with. And a Halo Infinite, like the fact that they didn't have Halo Infinite launch is like so pathetic, And Craig wasn't even that bad looking.
I love Craig.
I love Craig. I think it's crazy that they decided to. It's probably not the only reason why they decided to delay the game a year.
No,
but they didn't need to focus on Craig. Craig wasn't a big deal. It was literally a millisecond of a shot of a melee hit that someone decided to freeze frame, and they decided to respond to that. It's weird.
It's such a good screenshot too. I love that screenshot.
Yeah, it's fun. I didn't even know that. I had no idea where Craig came from until I actually looked at the video, and like that's like you barely see Craig's face before he dies.
So quick, yeah.
But that was the thing that they decided to focus on and make the brutes better looking, and it's like they didn't really look that much better looking anyways. I think it was kind of more important to have Halo out on launch as opposed to not. Because Xbox Series X did launch with no fucking games. It didn't launch with anything special. Assassin's Creed Valhalla was the main game for the launch period of Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
And you can just play that on PS4, honestly, or Xbox One. Who cares?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if Xbox is long for this world. As a console manufacturer, as a first party publisher,
sure. Yeah.
Or as a publisher in general, like you can't get rid of Call of Duty, but congrats on getting all the studios who games I don't really care about besides Bethesda. But Bethesda was kind of needed some help anyways. But it's like, yeah, congratulations, you got Call of Duty. I'm not gonna play Call of Duty anymore. Congratulations, you got Ninja Theory. Great, And I don't know. Yeah, everything else I could say about Xbox has already been said literally 1,000 times with everyone else. So
yeah, to me it's just kind of like Xbox is just slowly bleeding out. I don't know. All the signs are there, man. They're no longer carrying them at Costco. The continuing hardware down every quarter for like a long time, percentage downs.
Yeah, but by millions, man.
Yeah,
people are not buying Xboxes by the billions. That's for damn sure, and by the millions.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely a very uncertain future. So it feels hard to. I couldn't imagine like buying games on there,
especially now, dude. Fucking $700 for the Xbox. Come on, man, that's crazy.
Well, that's the thing for me is I could say that I would still prefer to play my third parties there because I love the controller. And like you said, Gene, and I like the user interface. However, when I think about the next generation, am I going to drop that much money on the next Xbox when my husband's definitely going to buy a PlayStation and I could play the next Tales game on that or play it on Switch if it gets support? Like, it just comes down to, do I actually want to buy that to play a couple games a year on it?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm down to at this point is it's going to be a couple games a year.
Yep.
Those numbers just don't add up. I mean, if I got back into Call of Duty or something, it'd be different. But I haven't been heavy into multiplayer shooters in several years. So
yeah,
the way I game these days, it's just not. If I actually like broke it down to be like, all right, you know, how many games am I playing for that $800? Christ almighty, it's not going to add up.
Yeah, and you know, well, first of all, congratulations to the Xbox for becoming the Panasonic 3DO, this overpriced thing that you can play like 2 games on it, you know. And if you don't know the Panasonic 3DO, just go look up a YouTube video and have fun. It's an interesting history. But secondly, also regarding the Game Pass price, so this is one more thing I wanted to say. With $30 a month, other people have brought this up. It's like, what other monthly service do you have that is $30? Like almost nothing. It's a gym membership.
Yeah, right.
And you should just go to the gym better. You know, meet more people, get hot, get healthy. You know. Do that instead of paying $30 a month for Fortnite. And I think $30 a month will be worth it if Game Pass had 1,000 games at least. But with only like 200, 300, and Ubisoft, like, who fucking cares? Like, dude, if nobody's bought Assassin's Creed Rogue by now, no one's gonna sign up to Xbox Game Pass to go play Assassin's Creed Rogue right now. Especially since Ubisoft games goes on sale so much, you could just buy the whole Assassin's Creed series for like $100 instead of paying $360 for the whole year to borrow them and not own them. You know,
well, or like as someone who was a GameFly subscriber for many years, and it's a great service. Mm-hmm. You can get GameFly for a lot cheaper. All right, I'm on their page right now. You can get GameFly for $12.95. It lets you have 1 rental at a time, unlimited rentals per month. And it goes up from there if you want to have 2 rentals at a time, etc. But it's just like, I don't know, man. I can get GameFly for
you can get GameFly.
$12.95 a month, and I could rent games from them.
Here, let me browse the Ubisoft Classics library here. I can play, Assassin's Creed Shadows is there. Cool, I guess. You know, we just talked about how the game isn't that great. Beyond Good and Evil, great. You know, Rabbids Party Legends, Monopoly Madness, Discovery Tour, Viking Age, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, yeah, The Crew 2, Brawlhalla. This is crazy. Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered. You know, like this is what you get for your $360 a year. That's,
you get V-Bucks.
I mean, I was shocked when I had to get for Colin and I to do the Gears stream. That's what it was, and I hadn't bought Xbox Live Gold since it stopped being Xbox Live Gold, and so I was like, oh shit, I don't have online. I got to pay for that, and I was shocked that I was like, dude, this is how much this costs. It used to be $60 for the online. Like all I want is to play online. Period. Mm-hmm. I don't want your fucking digital games. I don't want them. I just want to play online. Mm-hmm. And the cost, luckily I hadn't subscribed to the new service, so I was able to get like an introductory deal, which I promptly canceled. But I was like, are you really telling me this is how much it costs simply to play online? If that's all you want, it's crazy. And I'm like, I'm not doing that either then anymore. Because it's not fucking worth it to me. It just isn't.
Yeah. I get it.
Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown on it. Hell yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. All right. So for context, this new Game Pass, if you get it for $30 a year, is $360 per year. Now with Nintendo, I was looking at their prices. 12 months just for Nintendo Switch Online individual membership is $20 a year. And if you get the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, which includes like N64 and GameCube and stuff like that, that's for a family. Hold on. For the family, that's $80 for everybody. But if you do it just for individual, it's $50 a year. So
yeah, they just charged me on Saturday.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of great shit on NSO. Don't get me wrong. Like they don't get day one games or anything crazy like that. Nintendo would never do that ever. But there's some cool stuff on there, and it's significantly cheaper, way cheaper. But my question is to you guys: do you think Nintendo's going to raise prices on this soon?
I hope not, because the service is great, and but I think the value is right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
I think they
right
know what they're offering. I mean, it's like, yeah, Game Pass, and part of it is getting brand new games. Nintendo, like you said, Brad, they're not offering us that. You're not going to get the brand new Mario game as part of NSO. That's not what's happening. So it definitely wouldn't be worth $300 something per year. You're getting a cool catalog of older titles. You're getting some free upgrades like they did for Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. The NSO members get the free upgrade for Switch 2. You're getting some stuff like that. But I think they know what they're offering isn't worth hundreds of dollars per year. I hope they know that, because I would promptly cancel. This is the sweet spot on that's worth it to me, because I'm not going to play every game you offer, but there are several per year that I'm into.
Yeah, you reminded me just now, Micah. You know what would have been a nice upgrade, Brad, also, is that Donkey Kong update that just came out.
Yes, I would have liked that. I would have saved $20.
Nice. That would, $20 for something, a roguelite and a DK Island that you don't really get to do much in, because I still haven't bought that. Because everywhere I look, I'm like, well, is it cool to walk around DK Island, or is that not worth $20?
No, it's not worth $20. It's cool
you don't
for a little
do
bit.
Anything. You're just kind of walking around in it. That's it, right?
Yeah.
There's no
and it's not
Easter eggs or anything like that.
I mean, there's like cool visual stuff like that, but you're not doing anything like really exciting.
There's nothing interactive.
There's there's like some interactive stuff, like you can ride a minecart and there's like some bongos you can jump on, but it's not like a normal level in that game at all.
That's the thing. Yeah. I do want to ride a minecart around DK Island, but I need a little bit more than that.
Yeah, I explored it for like 30 minutes. I was like, all right, I saw it all.
Yeah, which is like not a huge deal, but like again, that would have been a nice update for NSO. To just,
I agree.
To just get along, and it's like, hey, would have been inspired some people to just buy more Donkey Kong Bonanza instead. It's like, hey, we get an extra package along with the game. That's cool, I don't know. That would have been a nice idea.
I agree.
Yeah, and see that also, though, that makes me feel like we're potentially safe from a major price hike, because Nintendo absolutely would rather you buy the Splatoon DLCs separate. Yeah. Nintendo wants you to buy this stuff. They want you to subscribe for the catalog of games. They would like you to buy the Splatoon add-on packs. They would like you to buy the Donkey Kong add-on packs. Because when you think about something like Dragon Drive, honestly, if they were Microsoft, they might have considered putting that on NSO and get people into it for free, right? And then maybe sell you something afterwards, right? But that's not Nintendo, and for the purpose of NSO, it's fine with me, because, well, I don't want the Donkey Kong DLC, so that saves me $20, and I would be upset if the price went up.
I don't want Dragon Drive to drag and drive the price up,
Exactly, because that's what truly my problem with Xbox truly is. I'm like, whoa. Why isn't there a cheap little tier for me? I just want to play Call of Duty. I bought Call of Duty for $70 theoretically. All I want to do is play online. I don't want your fucking games. I don't want any of that. And you're telling me I got to pay like $15 a month for the privilege to do that? Just to do that, I got to pay this much? Just to fucking use the online?
And now you got to get into Fortnite now too. It's crazy.
It's too far. So it's like Nintendo, if they keep their prices lower, because they're not trying to offer me a bunch extra that I don't want. Because it's like, no, I don't necessarily want. If you're like, oh, you get this Hyrule Warriors DLC in here, and I'm like, but I don't want it, and you raise the price for that, just keep it simple with what the membership entails, and hopefully that'll keep the prices low.
Yeah. All right, final news story here for the week. Sonic is teaming up with the Olympics Games brand. Now I'm going to read this off my Nintendo news. Sonic teams with the Olympics game brand for multi-year licensing agreement. Today, Sega Corporation and International Olympic Committee, IOC, the guardian of the Olympic Games, and the leader of the Olympic movement announced a new multi-year agreement celebrating the legacies of Sonic the Hedgehog and the Olympic brand. The first look at the upcoming 5 Rings collaboration is available now, featuring the rings with the supersonic Sonic the Hedgehog spin, the sneak peek into the custom art highlights, the connection with Sonic, and the core Olympic values, including excellence, respect, and friendship. Sega and IOC are seeking key partners for a full merchandise collection to launch in 2026. Here is a quote. "We're committed to fostering respectful and inclusive communities across the globe at Sega," said Shuji Utsumi, president and COO. Representative Director of Sega Corporation, partnering with the International Olympic Committee allows us to bring these values to the forefront, especially with the 5 Rings program, and celebrate the innovation and diverse spirit both of these iconic brands promote. The IOC is delighted to unite with Sega for this exciting new chapter for the Olympic brand, embracing the power of storytelling and innovation to encourage audiences globally, said Elizabeth Alleman, Deputy Managing Director of IOC TMS. Quote, "By combining the universal recognized Olympic rings with the beloved character of Sonic, we are creating fresh opportunities for fans of all ages to experience the spirit of sport and play in new memorable ways." All right. Sonic's teaming up with the Olympics for some merch and shit like that. Gene, you're a big Sonic guy, or a Sega guy at least. Are you down for this?
Yeah, sure. I love Shuji Utsumi. He's my guy. I like him.
Your boy?
He's my boy. He's an old school Sega dude that went off, fucked around in different companies, and just came back to Sega and be like, "Bro, we gotta bring the old Sega back. That old Sega energy." So he's been a huge part of the whole bring back Streets of Rage, bring back Shinobi, bring back Jet Grand Radio, bring back Crazy Taxi. That's a dude. He's our guy in terms of for Sega fans. So it's cool. He's also been the guy to try to expand like the Sonic movie franchise. So he's definitely the key player. He's like the bridge between Japan and US because he's Japanese. He's very Japanese, but he understands the Western market very well. So he's trying to help Sega branch out their IPs into other territories, and this seems like perfectly in line with what he's trying to do.
Yeah, it's a smart idea, I think. Why not, if you had the opportunity to? Micah, do you have any thoughts on this?
I mean, I had to laugh when they mentioned that excellence was like, oh, one of our key things, excellence, which is not what I think of when I think of Sonic games. However, the collaboration looks fun, and because was it like 2020 was the last like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
Yeah, I don't know what year that was.
They bought the licensing for that. And so now they're renewing with Sega only and not Nintendo?
I'm not sure.
Interesting. But I just have to laugh.
Well, Nintendo was going to be in Japan, and then COVID happened.
Oh, right, when they yeah.
Like those games though, like Mario and Sonic Olympic Games has been discontinued after the Tokyo 2020 edition, as not renewed with Sega and Nintendo's licensing agreement for future games. The IOC ended the partnership. So it's just like, I just find it interesting that this isn't Mario and Sonic coming back for the thing. It's just Sonic only.
Yeah, which is fine. It is too bad though, because Mario is the series with the quote unquote athletic theme. You know, it has athletic themes as a music, and Mario is very athletic too, and he does a lot of gymnastics. The backflips and everything like that, and the handlebars. He does handlebars too. So, Sonic does handlebars too, though. That's true.
Sonic goes fast. He goes real fast.
And Sonic is track and field, definitely.
Yep. Yeah. All right, we're going to end the show with some write-ins from the audience. If you want to write into the show, I post a thread every Sunday, except yesterday when I forgot, and I posted on Monday instead. So usually Sunday, so keep an eye out there. All right, this is from Kaz Didn't Risk. Hey, Goombas, question for you. The Rizzler as the voice of Bowser Jr. in the Mario Galaxy movie. Thoughts? I'll punch my brick and listen. Yeah. Why the hell wouldn't I not want the Rizzler as Bowser Jr. is the question.
You can't make it worse than what I'm already expecting, so sure.
Yeah. Gene, are you in for the Rizzler?
Yeah, sounds great. Jr.? Sure. Yeah. It sounds perfectly in line with Chris Pratt and Charlie Day as Luigi, and it's like, yeah, sure. And Rizzler has been promoting like dude, Nintendo and Rizzler have been working like together.
They got a relationship going on. Yeah.
They have a huge relationship going on right now for some reason, and that's great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, for some reason, like he's popular with kids. He's a kid himself, so it's like,
yeah.
This is just such a weird timeline. You used to have manufactured kid stars like the Olsen twins, and now we literally just found some kid on the street who was hanging out with the Costco guys, and you have to explain that that's a thing.
A beast child promoting Nintendo comments now.
Like, once upon a time, child stars used to be rich people's kids who were on Mickey Mouse Club, and then they got discovered because they stood out from the other dumpy kids. And like, actually, those three are actually special. We're gonna pull those ones and make them actual stars. And now anybody can be famous. It's bizarre.
Yeah, like the Fanning sisters, Dakota and Elle Fanning. Like they were just twin child stars, and now it's just all these other kids that have millions of other fans or whatever. It's crazy. This is a crazy world. I don't know how much longer we can keep up with this. I don't know.
Dude, just like I was looking at vitamins earlier, and GNC has a line of their vitamins now that just say like trending on TikTok, and I'm like, I'm just an old person shopping for my vitamins. You're telling me it's trending on TikTok? What? I'm just like, ooh, what's happening? And now the Rizzler, I'm being told that's like the Rizzler about the Rizzler. I'm like, well, the what? I like the Rizzler, but it's like he's in that NFL commercial every week. And I'm losing it. I'm losing my grip on reality.
He's a powerful young man. All right. This is from Raisin. Greeting punchers. Zeni fucking Hajiki? Am I right, Gene? In this spirit, I ask, what are some of your favorite mini games and video games? Whether you're bleeding the pockets dry of the locals of Ezo, or you're frantically lurking around Novigrad, Gwent deck in hand, or you're an anime power bottom femboy completing in Queen's Blood tournaments at sea. What distraction disguised as a mini game do you welcome? One of my favorite mini games ever in a game was Triple Triad in Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah,
then later
that became the game.
Tetramaster in 9.
That was the game. Yeah,
that's like the gold standard for me. I mean, I love Queen's Blood as well.
I liked it better than Final Fantasy VIII in general as a gameplay. I love the Final Fantasy VIII story. I think it's fantastic, but the gameplay still trips me up all the time. I gotta get back to that game someday.
Micah, what are some of your favorite mini games and video games?
Yeah, we've talked about Gwent in the past, which I became absolutely obsessed with. But from Sea of Stars, Wheels, their little mini game was so much fun. I loved it. You unlock better, little pieces. Because I don't know, it's not like chess, but I'm just saying you put your little pieces on the board and you choose them, and you get stronger ones over time. And it was so addicting, and I would just fire up the game and play Wheels. I was like, this is amazing. One of the just best little mini games I had encountered in recent years. I had so much fun with it because at first I didn't really get it, and I was like, this kind of sucks. And then, watch a 2-minute YouTube video, understand it, and then holy shit, it's incredible. So Wheels is right up there with Gwent for me of like, this is a top tier mini game.
Gene, what about like in a Yakuza game?
Yeah, that was gonna be my answer. Is just like any Yakuza minigame. I love the Hostess minigame.
The Hostess Club.
Go check out my YouTube channel, Gene Park, where I talk all about my past as a Hostess Club customer, and my ex was a mama-san of a Hostess Club. So I used to I wouldn't consider myself a pimp, but I did used to go around fighting sailors, which is very Shenmue, like Navy sailors, and telling them, hey man, like you're new in town, huh? You're 18 years old, 19 years old, and you're looking for some hot women. I know a place with some hot chicks right there. Just come on over. And it's my girlfriend's bar. And then they go there, and then they inadvertently spend like $400, $500 thinking that they're just buying these girls like $5 shots when it's actually $20 each the whole time. It was a great scam. I love scamming
great scam
Navy white boys into giving my girlfriend money so she could treat me better. She was a total bitch too. She was awful. awful person. But Gene, go check it out.
What's the one with the bug wrestling women? I liked that one a lot.
That's Yakuza 4, I think. And I think Zero as well. I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
Where you can just bet on bug wrestling with women in bikinis and bug costumes, and you bet on them like they're cockfighting. Fantastic, great stuff.
I did a lot of the pocket racer in Zero. I like beat everybody in that fucking thing.
Oh my god, dude! Yeah, my ex got obsessed with that, and the funniest thing was just like when your car would go off the track, and he'd be like, Kira makes that face. Oh my god. Also, the telephone game where you're trying to like talk, like sexy to the women, but like you can click on the wrong thing, and instead of saying like you have a nice voice, it'll be like you sound like a horse. Like if you click on the wrong one, like stuff like that's hysterical. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many good ones.
I had pocket racing cars when I was a kid like that, and me and my brother had a track. It was fucking sick. So when I saw that they put that in the Yakuza game, I was like, oh shit, it's over. All right, let's see here now. This is from Jonathan Turner. Hey, gang. I asked the Sacred Boys a similar question, so I've got to get your take. Which Nintendo mascot do you think would run the most discreet yet wildly profitable gentlemen's club somewhere in the Southwest United States? Say off the I-10 between Phoenix and Tucson. I'm talking Velvet Rope Energy, 5-star Google reviews, a tight door policy, and employees retention rate that would make Miyamoto personally hand them a 1-up. P.S. Gene, you still out there messing with those hood rats in DC?
Well, the last question, not so much anymore. I haven't really been I have been dating someone. It's still the same person for the past year, but it's been on and off. It's not that serious. She's not a hood rat though, but I'm not against that.
Yeah.
I feel like Wario would obviously have the best tact and wisdom to run a gentleman's club. I can easily see him running a strip
club. Do you think
club.
it would be high class enough though?
Oh, high class?
Yeah, because it has to be. I'm thinking Velvet Rope Energy, 5-star Google reviews.
Man, dude,
high door policy.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, I've only known really shady, shifty, like strip club owners, like dudes with like completely bald and just like mullet in the back. They're huge. Their skin is red and sunburnt.
Exactly. Like that's the caliber of people I've met.
Yeah. You're already seeing him. He's wearing a blue polo shirt and khaki pants, and he's just like very like blobbish and just kind of in the corner, and he's just like watching all the girls and making sure everyone does their job or whatever like that.
Because the guy in Final Fantasy VII, the kind of what was the game, Don something?
Don, yeah, dude, that guy, man. I literally met dudes like Don, like Don. What's his face? What's his name, Brett?
Don Corneo, I think.
Don Corneo. Yeah.
Corneo, that's it. He's kind of gross, but that was a classy establishment. So I feel like the look of the proprietor doesn't necessarily mean that they're not going to run a nice job.
I mean, look, they look like Donald Trump too, and you can easily see Donald Trump in a polo shirt and khaki pants in the corner of a dingy bar, and that's what he is too, So
yeah, I feel like Captain Toad can run a tight ship there if he was hosting one of those.
Captain Toad, yes,
I see him as a bartender.
Captain Toad, okay.
I see him, yeah.
Well, I have been to his restaurants before. I remember. And the cool thing about going to Super Nintendo World is that you see all the little toads in like the digital windows, like cooking your food or whatever. It's so cool. And
they're the grunts of the Mario universe for sure. Yeah. Waluigi could be, I don't know, it's like the same thing. It's just fucking taller and skinnier.
Yeah.
Hotter for Micah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe Rosalina's running one, Maybe she's the mama-san.
Dude.
And she's running the
that's a good pick, dude.
She'd have killer outfits.
I'd go to her club. Yeah, absolutely.
Really
well. Oh yeah, Jesus. Yeah, like all 10s, totally. Yeah, I actually did see some speculation that that short that we saw from Nintendo, close to you or whatever, obviously Pikmin related, but also the baby kind of looks like Rosalina. So people were wondering, like, is this like a preview of Rosalina before she becomes
Mario in Galaxy movie?
Before she becomes like a goddess in Mario Galaxy, like an entity,
Yeah, it's possible.
We'll see.
That is possible. All right, let's go with Rosalina then.
I'll
Neo
always go with Rosalina for sure.
Neo JD Roden said, Goon Stars, Pokemon Legends ZA releases next week. The starters are Chikorita, Typig, and Totodile. I want you guys to come to a consensus and give us the official punching up pick for the starter. Who's it going to be? Personally, I'm going with Totodile. Thanks. I'll retreat back into my Pokeball now. Totodile would be my pick as well from the starters. He was my starter in gold. My little Bilbo. So he would be my guy. Micah's looking him up.
I'm Googling all three.
Yeah.
I had Tapig in another game. I forgot which game he was from. Was that X and Y? I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll go with Totodile, I guess. I hate this planty looking thing. And I don't really like this.
Yeah, he's my last pick.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So I guess Totodile, he's fine. He's fine.
Okay. Good enthusiasm there.
No review code from me.
Not yet.
Not yet. I'm a little worried. But yeah, Tapig for me, or T-Pig, okay. Whatever.
All right, we'll go with Totodile though. 2v1. So that's the pick.
Yeah, the pig looks awesome though. I love pigs too.
Yeah, I used the pig in one of them. He was cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Michael Bernabe. Hello, Punchers. On Nintendo today, what is probably the most benign and enigmatic video that Nintendo has put out in years was uploaded. Or not years. It's called Close to You. Oh, wait. We already went over this. This is from the baby thing like that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we want to see here. They're saying Pikmin. Connection there. Yeah, this is all kind of stuff we talked about. I'm sorry. I should have brought this up earlier, Michael. But thank you for writing in. Kind of talking about, Pikmin music there. Gene brought up a good point about Rosalina. Could be a tease for her or her origin story, stuff like that. So we'll see when Super Mario Galaxy movie gets a trailer or something like that. All right, final writing here is from Devin McCarty. Triforce. I like that name for all three of us as the group. That's good. What's the best game and console to start your kiddos on with Pokemon games? I have an old 3DS XL that's just sitting there. I also have a Switch and a Wii U that aren't used much. My 5-year-old son just started watching the old school cartoon and loves it. Sounds like I've got options and interests. I've got options and interests. But what would you start then? Pokken Tournament might send them the wrong message. Have a great show. All right, Gene. I haven't played this, but I know you did. The Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee series. Do you think that'd be a good starting point?
That's the one that I would recommend. Okay. You want to start with, good old Gary Oak, and Pikachu, and that's look. They're into the old school cartoon. That's the cartoon show right there.
Yeah, that generation.
You got Pikachu or Eevee, but you might want to. I go with Pikachu. I love Eevee, but it's Pikachu's the man. So yeah, that's just the cartoon, the game right there. Just buy that, and it's awesome. It's still great. It still holds up. It's going to be a different catching mechanic for you than
it's like you just throw the ball, right?
Just throw the motion. Ball. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. It kind of just gets rid of random battles out in the field for monsters, and you just catch them.
Sure.
And the only battles you get are the trainers that you meet along the way, and the gym battles, which is kind of sucks because it's like it'd be nice to battle whenever, but that's what the gym battles are for.
For a kid, it's probably to play that game better. Yeah. I was thinking of that. I haven't played it, but I've heard stuff like that. So yeah, that might be a good spot to start.
Good. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The music is fucking excellent. The music is exactly the same as the show.
Yeah.
If you want perfect media synergy, Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu, and the show. That's your kid will be in heaven.
Yeah,
I'm jealous of that kid to experience that.
Experience so Pokemon.
Awesome.
Yeah. Micah, I know you're not a Pokemon person. Any recommendations though?
I would agree with Gene, partly because I gifted Let's Go Eevee to our niece, and she liked it. She's not that young, obviously. Let me think. I met her when she was like 9, so she's not that young, but she liked it, and I don't think she had previously really played the Pokemon games. So I agree with Gene there that I do know a child who really liked Let's Go Eevee.
Okay. All right. That's it for the show. Gene, Micah, thank you both as always. Thank you everybody for writing in, watching, listening. We greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys. Hey, make sure if you enjoy the show, leave us a good rating. Thumbs up, whatever the hell podcast service you use. We appreciate it. Before we go though, Gene, Micah, anything you guys want to say, or should we just get on out of here?
Just final reminder about the holiday sweater presale. Going through to the 18th with that. So if you're interested, please check out laststandmedia.store for all the details.
Yeah. Gene, anything from you?
Nope. Let's head out.
All right, everybody. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Take care and goodbye. Punching Up, a Nintendo podcast, is a product of Last Stand Media and Collins Last Stand LLC and is proudly recorded in the USA. The show is written and hosted by me, Bradley Ellis. My co-hosts are Gene Park and Micah Moriarty. The show is edited and produced by Dustin Furman. All of Last Stand's theme music is by Ramon Narvaez. Punching Up, along with the rest of Last Stand's media shows, are fan-funded on Patreon at patreon.com/laststandmedia. The following names are at the producer level on Patreon, our highest tier, and we're grateful for your kind contributions and generosity to our independent endeavor. Thank you.